fading out so perfectly. Look at that. Okay. Hi, everybody.
Hello.
How are you doing? Cat got killed by John Wick? Tell me more about that.
Here's our first story.
Okay. Nate's gonna reveal to me live. I saw he was doing a little, like, something over here. And then it said, watch Natoid's first Twitch story. Oh. Oh, that's a close-up photo, my friend. I hope you all enjoy that. Hi, Epoch. Yes, let's get chomps. Fingers crossed that we are going to get a sexy little bite today. And not a life-ending one.
Hello.
Or both. Maybe, you know, it's sexy, but it's life-ending.
How you liking the new season, Kat? We were playing last night. We played till like...
We played till 3
hours.
a.m. Yeah, and we have done nothing today because we just slept in.
And Fern's in on Fortnite now. I feel like Kat didn't know that. You're in on Fortnite now.
Cat should play with us then.
DMR, dude.
We're a whole DMR squad. It's the best one.
I like the wings.
I still haven't messed with them. I need to. I'm still learning. I was thinking the other day, I was like, it would be funny if we just did a stream series where it's like me learning how to play Fortnite.
Hell yeah.
A little like
Little training
Fortnite
montage.
kindergarten.
And every week we have a new streamer friend who plays Fortnite join.
Mm-hmm. Which is like everybody that we know that streams. See, that's what it's all about. I think it would be fun because like no one's like transparent about that learning process, you know? Everyone's just like a sweaty gamer.
Oh, Cat.
And you think they were born like that, but they trained.
Artemis. I cannot wait to get Artemis, Cat. Aphrodite's not bad too.
I thought that Aphrodite
It's a little
and
underwhelming.
Zeus are a little boring.
I like
Aphrodite's like second.
evolved form.
Yeah, that one's pretty cool.
But Artemis, my love.
Pretty good. We were a whole squad of Cerberus last night. Little dog squad. It's pretty fun, Epoch. It can be pretty fun. It's just all about the vibes.
It's fun
all
to just
about
goof around with your friends.
Yeah, it's just something fun to do with other people.
And then sometimes you win and you go, oh!
Yeah, and then you feel good.
Yeah. Julie had a pop-off moment last night getting the final kill, and Julie was like, yeah!
It was like one shot, like everyone else had done the work, but I got the last one, and it felt nice.
That means you get the credit for the healing.
Give you a little serotonin in your brain.
There's nothing that matches that feeling in a Fortnite match of you're shooting, you're in the panic, you're in the shit. What you click one of your shots, and all of a sudden it says you won. You know, like you're like, oh shit, you know, like it just there's no other feeling.
It's the highs and the lows.
Yeah, and then the next round you drop in and get shotgunned to death immediately, and you're like, all right.
That's me. That's truly me. Can you still get Dragon Ball?
So they
skins?
cycle in the store. I'm excited because this season is Greek god themed, and so that means Kratos is probably coming back to the store any day now.
We are Mad Gaming. Thank you, Kat.
We had like what 5 dubs last night.
I think so.
Not bad.
Not bad. We were playing for kind of a long time though.
No, just 5 dubs. Pretty good.
When did we start? Like 6, 7.
No, 6 is when it was supposed to start. Then it took a little bit, and then we were in queues.
That's true. We were in queues forever. It was probably more like 8 or later. Oh my god, the queues last night were like an hour long at one point.
Zagreus? Why? Oh, that would be a big.
That would be huge.
That would be so good, actually.
I'm shocked that they haven't. That sounds like just the perfect fit. Like,
it could happen in Hades too, if this year probably.
yeah. It would be cool if it like aligned with it to give them a little boost when their next game is coming out. Yeah, the queues were it was too much. We were like sitting in Discord. We were like, what do? We just played one of the little Discord activities. There's like an Overcooked one, and then we played like the poker one. We were just sitting there doing nothing, killing time in Discord. It was pretty fun. We should play together, Kat. Yeah, that
After
game
stream?
is so exciting.
What was I gonna say?
I don't know.
We're trying to get back to a regular streaming schedule. So Books Club,
Books Club.
Fern Club.
Yes.
Be back on a regular schedule, hopefully. I'm gonna start streaming Mondays and Thursdays. I think the thing that I've been failing, why I've been having issues with
It's free, Epoch.
with streaming lately is that I've just been only doing like event streams.
Yeah.
And so I'm going back to playing a game.
Mm-hmm.
And so starting Monday, I'm going to be playing Pacific Drive every Monday, Thursday. So you'll have us 3 days a week, Monday, Thursday, Saturday. So hopefully that'll be good. And upcoming next Saturday? Yes.
Yeah.
Next Saturday, I will be on the Ultramelon stream doing a Ocarina of Time race. A little speedrun race against Russell Dew, the Canadian Dragon. 0.
Oh, yeah. Do you have to put that?
No.
Okay. Yeah. There's the channel. That's going to be on March 16th, next Saturday.
So look forward to that. I'm putting in a little bit of work on that run, and I felt like I was doing something amazing. I thought I was pulling off a miracle. And then I found out Russell's time is better than my time. And
But he does races all the time, is what you're forgetting. Like, Ultramelon, their community does these types of races all the time. And so you're like so close to his time as like someone that's really new.
But I
to
wanna
it. So
win.
that's something to be proud of, and it's gonna be an exciting race.
If you
because
check
it's gonna be close, I think.
if you check out our Discord, there is a poll you can vote for player's choice, for audience choice, basically. And I'm on there, so if you want to vote for your boy.
You want to flood the votes a little. It's 1 vote per person.
You can't flood the vote with 1 vote
Well,
per person.
if everybody here voted, that's 7 votes. If they tell a friend, that's many votes.
Russell's got friends too. Bradley Rowe's got a
Oh,
big
we don't know their
community.
lives.
Ultramelon's huge now.
They are. They're getting so big. I'm so proud of them.
Meanwhile, we're
But
down here going.
They're fun. You should give them a follow. You should stop by on Saturday. You should cast your vote.
And-
The people's pick is sort of like for anything. Like
good
it can be for who you think is gonna win, like a prediction, or if you just want to vote for someone who you liked the best, you had the most fun watching.
I'm gonna be
made like
I'm
the
gonna be
biggest
silly.
comeback or something. It's just open to your interpretation. So
I'm gonna be silly because I'm either gonna be so cocky because I'm winning, or I'm gonna be like self-deprecating because I'm losing. So
maybe a little of both at different times.
yeah, so
Yeah.
you'll have a good time watching me probably.
And then, so if Nate wins and goes on to the next round, then the next one is a Mario 64
Race
race.
to second Bowser or first Bowser? I forget which one.
Yeah,
One of
I'm
those.
forgetting. I'm taking it like one step
I
at a
know.
time.
I'm not ready. I'm not prepping for that because I don't even
Yeah.
know if I can make it past this round.
We're not even ready to think about it.
And then the same day as the semifinals, the final race will be back to Ocarina of Time.
What's up, Stormy? How you doing today? What's going on? How's your weekend?
Yeah. So we're trying to get back. It's a link. It's a link to a Google form, Epoch. So I was saying you could find it on our Discord.
Yeah. So we shared the Patreon link that we shared has the link in there. We can also share it directly if that's easier for you. You can do that while I'm sitting here on your little phone, your little mobile device that has the internet
It's
on
so
it.
scary.
You can do it. We're doing good, Stormy. We had the laziest day of all time. We slept in super late and
Got
then got breakfast burritos. We had a little bit of hail here this morning, so we were trying to kind of like wait it out too, like taking Phyllis out for her walk. So we just stayed in bed super late. Now we're just here. Honka, welcome. Infinity Break. Hello, Glory.
There's
here
a
for the
Patreon.
vamps. Ivy, thank you for 18 months. What the heck?
There's the Patreon link that takes you to the poll where you can vote for me for player viewer choice, whatever it's called.
Like people's pick.
People's pick. That's why I knew it was P, but I was like, why? It's not player. We're not picking.
Going to Target. Why were we talking about going to Target last night? We were talking about we were all gonna go together to Target.
Because we said something about like our Target is over there.
Yeah.
I said me and Vidya are going to the Target.
Yeah, you went without us. That's right.
And
Me
then
and
Glory,
you left me and
like,
Glory behind.
Wow.
See, now Glory's going and leaving us behind.
Yeah, see? Everyone was coming for me, and I was never the actual perpetrator.
No, but Glory's getting payback. Yes.
I was doing you guys a favor.
A deserved Target trip. Anyway, here we are. We're here to play some more Fern's Book Club First Bite Edition. We're trying to romance some vampires. We did not succeed in our
played
first
for like
playthrough.
4 hours and did
Yeah.
not romance anyone. We didn't even get past the first part of the game.
Yeah. Well, we got into like a second chapter or something,
Oh yeah,
right?
that's true. We got into the second chapter, but there's still like
there's more.
a third and an epilogue.
Yeah. So we're trying.
Because they kill you is the thing.
They kill you, yes. We have not survived this one night encounter with 3 hot vampires, but we're trying. We're gonna do it one of these days.
I revealed to Fern that that every single decision factors into your chances with each vampire.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be tough. You're gonna have to use that skip button to skip through stuff we've already seen, so we're not sitting here for hours just replaying the same stuff. But
yeah, it's gonna be harder, I feel like, this time because I dropped a bunch of saves as we were going, right? And I'll probably have to go back to some of the earlier ones if things aren't panning out with like the most up-to-date ones.
yeah.
But like, I don't really remember because it's been a little while now.
Honestly,
I'm not really gonna
start from the
remember.
start,
Start from the start?
and just hit skip.
Yeah,
Get to each decision, you know.
I guess I forgot that I could do that.
Because a skip will take you all the way through until you hit something new.
Yeah. Alright, let's turn this music off.
You can just pause it.
You can just pause it in Spotify.
Oh. You minimize
Oh.
OBS.
Oh. I did it. Alright, and we're going over here. Whee!
You're doing it.
I'm doing it. I'm streaming. I have the memory of a goldfish, so
Wow.
every time
There's
it's
the game.
new. It's new to me. Let's get in. Let's get bitten. shall we?
The saucy music again. Oh yeah, just so everyone's aware, this is a fairly mature game.
Yes. Do take note. There will be some sexual themes, some
and just murder
themes of vampiric murder.
Lots of very
our character.
Lots of descriptive language about how your muscles are being teared apart.
Yeah.
By their fangs, the sinewy muscles.
It's gonna be a good time. Look forward to it.
So go to the gallery. Let's see if there's anything we can show anyone. This is since we're gonna skip past this. This is the first big illustration. Seems like it's like a guest artist too.
Yeah, nobody can prepare you. There will be
I'm telling you that they totally modeled the middle. Valeria was her name?
Yeah, I think so.
Or Valentina or something like that. It's something with a V, I
I
think.
think Valeria. And this is Laurel. I can't remember his name.
Ruff McBuffson.
We will find out.
But they totally based her off that actor from that's in all the Mike Flanagan stuff. She totally looks like her face.
I can see the similarities.
Where's Ben?
Ben, please confirm. Bring your Mike Flanagan wisdom into the chat. We summon you. We beseech thee.
Oh, you can check the death tally?
Death tally. That's right. We
Only
only
two?
got 2 different kinds.
Because we got killed by them several times, and so that's just the same kind of death.
Yeah.
And then one time the dog was there too, or the
The
cat.
cat. Yeah, we got torn to bits by a cat. A supernatural cat. So
Yeah,
that was-
I think
that
it
was a good one.
cut our throat out, right? Like while they were also already sucking the blood out of us.
Something like that. Yeah, we reached over to it and we were like, oh, a cat. And then it
Killed
beat
us.
our ass. Okay, so we're going low game.
You
And
don't know, game?
oh wait, you said new game.
Yeah, just hit the new game and then just hit skip.
Okay. 18 plus for strong language, violence, potential player death, blood and gore, optional sexual scenes, including consensual kink and BDSM, supernatural emotional manipulation, and other content that some players may find disturbing. Some scenes may contain mild flashing images. Player discretion is advised. Just always want to note that for everyone here so we can all have a safe and good and fun time.
All right, Epoch.
Sounds good, Epoch. Thanks for being here. Or were you saying you're going to catch the VOD of the last playthrough? Maybe I'm misreading that. All right, we are going into part 1,
Hit
hunger.
skip again.
I'm just getting everyone a little taste. This is our room. We wake up here and then we go just for a walk into the night. Did we change our name last
Yeah,
time?
remember it was videos like Sandra
Sandra Darkwitch.
Keeping it?
Right. Yeah.
No, that's
Dark-
first name. That's first.
Oh yeah. Sandra Darkwitch, like sandwich.
Viddy said, hell yeah.
Thank you, Viddy, for the eternal best
Was that right?
best name of all
Did
time.
we remember that properly? I believe it was.
So
Epoch with the 3-month sub.
3 months. Let's go. Thanks, Epoch. That's right. We had the gray eyes. I am Sandra Darkwitch, and I'm going to have a good night.
All right, skip. All right. This is officially.
Yeah, choosing our garb for the night.
So now, knowing you're going after Laurel, that's where you gotta keep in mind here.
What did we do last time?
I think you did.
I think I did this one.
Yeah.
Okay. For Laurel, I feel like dressed to the nines. I feel like a little,
Fancy.
like a costume almost, because they're sort of
Theatrical.
cheeky, theatrical, always there for a good time. That's what I'm thinking. Do we like it? Let's do it.
Chat, do we like it?
Do we like it? We're doing it. I already clicked
There you
it.
go. Now you don't see. This is a new line, so there's no skip.
If I'm going out, I'm doing it in style. 3 a.m. it may be, but I can and will look my best at any hour. I dig out the most expensive sweater I own and pull it on over the jeans that make my ass look amazing. Let's go. I pose in front of the mirror, blowing a kiss to mirror Sandra. Looking good.
You're trying to look over the microphone. That's not a good sign.
I'm short, and I'm a shrimp. I'm a little abuzz with excitement as I gather my bearings. The most radical thing I've done lately is quit my gray-toned office job and pick up shifts at a local coffee shop to supplement the income from my website.
So yeah, Sandra writes kink
supernatural
content.
fanfic kind of like not Supernatural the show, but supernatural entities. You know the ones. Cryptid
fluid writing.
It's like called Cryptid something, isn't it?
Yeah.
The website. Yes, we love
Cryptid
that for her.
cooch? No.
Wait, what?
Huh? I didn't say anything.
Oh my god. It's not called that. I think. Alright, we are skipping. So she goes out for a night cryptid coitus. That is definitely correct.
It could be, honestly.
Sandra is going out for like a walk in the middle of the night, can't sleep, comes across this house. There are all these like rumors about this house. You know the kinds of rumors. Haunted house.
Yeah, it is. It was the cryptid coitus corner.
I forgot that. Viddy, you have an impeccable memory.
Mummy Milkers was one of the...
One of her most popular, right? Yep.
So I looked up cryptid coitus on Google because I was like, that sounds right. The top result is a Reddit thread that says, would it be ethical to have sex with a cryptid?
Interesting.
Years of drug use have given me super bad.
Amazing. Okay.
So if you want to drop,
you know what we didn't do?
I was gonna say, if you want to drop a save right here, remember there's multiple pages. You could do this ending real quick.
Because you know what we didn't do last time is we didn't say let's not go in the house, and I think that's really funny. So let's see how it plays out. On second thought, let's not. I quickly talk myself down from this wild notion of literally breaking into someone's house. And for what? To snoop through someone's old drawers? Not even the chance of sensually shaping clay to the sound of the Righteous Brothers with a hot ghost spooning me can get me into this creepy old house. This was your first ending. I almost went for it last time, and then I was like, we're streaming, like I have to do good content, but like I think it's gonna be funny. This is not a good idea, Sandra. In fact, this is literally the worst idea you've had since your MySpace layout in 2007. Man, I wish I could see my MySpace layout again. What if I fall through the old rotted floor? Life Alert won't be able to help me then. And then I'll die of starvation and no one will find me. And then my corpse will get eaten by feral cats. And then... Nope, I'm out. You know, she was onto something with the feral cats. I hastily turn away from the house on Dead End Drive and wander my way back to my apartment. What was I thinking? I scold myself as I change back into my pajamas. I brew some coffee and plop down on my desk, looking over all the updates I need to do for ghostin'. I'm still stuck in writer's block, but that's okay. I've made it through worse creative lulls. But my mind floats back to the house on Dead End Drive, and I can't help but wonder about what lives deep within its walls. Sadly, I'll never know. I forgot about the mug that says anime was a mistake.
And the Bigfoot eat my ass.
Yeah, Bigfoot is real and he tried to eat my ass.
What's this say?
Yes, I'm normal. Paranormal. Just iconic. We love Sandra.
And then some previous games from the various people who've worked on this.
It's good stuff.
And Mothman twerking. This the figures.
Still want to play this one. I feel like this looks familiar too, but I can't tell what it is. Sadly, I'll never know. Because months later, the house went up for sale. A greedy capitalist corporation bought it, flattened it, and now it's going to be turned into overpriced condominiums for the rich. No!
I agree, Mad Rat.
This is the worst ending. What's up, Mad Rat?
Maybe they sold it.
Yeah, but it's still going to be turned into overpriced
They're villains.
condominiums
They're
for the rich.
vampires.
Vampire does not equal villain, necessarily. That's just your personal bias showing.
They kill you every time.
Ghosty, no, we have not. What we did this time, and Madra, I think you were asking too, we picked, just for fun, we picked to not even go into the house. So we're just seeing how that plays out. And we just went back home, and then a few months later, the house went up for sale, and we just never find out what was in the house. I'm still here in my little apartment, living my ordinary life. But it's fine. My mind gives me all the adventures I need. Oh, we know your mind gives you adventures. And you write them down.
You went home?
You went home? Okay, well, shortest game ever. Hope you enjoyed it. I guess.
We did it.
Beautiful. We did
officially
it.
beat the game once.
We won the game. We lived through the night. As Kat said, we're mad gaming.
That's a dub.
All right, back to it.
That's a dub.
Thank you, everyone.
Now see if we can get a crown victory.
Okay, here we go. Yes, don't be a coward.
Skip.
Okay.
We're trying to win.
Okay, so they hear us because obviously, and they smell us. Someone from the audience needs to keep the rubric out. All right, so this is our first encounter. What did I say last time?
No idea.
I think I'm gonna say howdy. I feel like I picked one of these.
I think you did. I appear to be lost.
Yeah. Howdy, partners. The words are barely out of my mouth before they leap toward me at inhuman speed, knocking me onto my back and pushing me down against the carpet. We'll skip. They're angry. They're pissed.
Now they're like, they basically give you the option, okay, how are you gonna work your way out of this? You motherfucker, we're gonna kill you.
I'm like, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? And I know I did this. I feel like I also went back and did this. Does that sound right?
Maybe.
But I haven't done this because I don't like Ilias.
I mean, we're going for Laurel, right? Okay.
I'm sorry. I just think
You
if
didn't
I'm
save either, so.
Oh shoot, I didn't. But I can just go back to the other one and skip. Took like 2 seconds. I'm sorry. I just think if I'm gonna die, it should be at the hands of the strongest, hottest, smartest, sexiest. I frown. I swear there was one more attribute he mentioned.
Don't forget the oldest.
The oldest. Right, sorry. And oldest vampire here. Laurel rolls their eyes while Valeria shakes her head. But Ilias practically beams. Of course he does.
What a
What?
smart human you are. Nothing gets past you.
Watch you get an Ilias ending before anything else somehow.
I feel like he's probably the easiest one to get. Like, I may just be making assumptions, but just in terms of, like, flattery, I feel like it might be easiest to get to him. Fish, what's up, gamer? You missed the ending where we don't go into the house at all and we go home. And now we are just getting back into the house. So you missed almost nothing. What y'all up to today, gamer?
You might be saying, you've been live for 45 minutes. How's that all we've missed? I don't know.
We were chatting. Don't worry about it. No sex at all yet. Although I do believe we skipped past it, but I do believe she wakes up from kind of a sexy dream. So, maybe in our dreams.
Well, not really. Isn't it? They're like trying to eat you.
Yeah, but like in a hot way.
Yeah, but still.
What a smart human you are. Nothing gets past you.
Anyone can figure out that the way to your hearts is through your inflated ego, darling.
If we're going to do this, can we at least make it interesting?
This? The whole fast-talking your way out of a grisly situation thing. Their tone is so unbelievably world-weary, as if they've seen this situation play out again and again. They talk about my hypothetical death the same way I talk about, "Are you scared of the dark?" reruns.
I'd rather we didn't do much more talking at all, to be honest. I'm bored.
So you just want to kill the human now because you're jealous.
Sounds fun, bitch.
What?
Reading chat. I'm engaging with the community.
But what did you say?
Sounds good. It sounds fun, bitch.
Oh, well, I thought you said the B word instead of fish. Because you have a mouthful of rice right now.
Sounds fun, bitch.
Sounds fun. Went on a little date after I got home from work. Got some new kitchen supplies. Got some good bakery items. Yeah, I think maybe he did. Everyone heard it.
This is an anime, bitch.
Tell me more about your kitchen supplies and your bakery items. What kitchen supplies did you get? What are you using them for? What happened to those killer instincts, Illy?
They're still there. I'm a stone cold killer, okay?
He turns his wicked golden gaze to me, somehow exuding both murderous intent and boyish excitement in equal measure.
But if you want to say some nice things about me again first, human.
Flattery really will get you everywhere with him.
That's exactly what I expected. The vampires are all staring at me expectantly now, and this time the pressure is really on.
Oh
Oh, talk about his muscles, talk about his wisdom, talk about his personality. I feel like muscles or perhaps wisdom will resonate more with him because he's always, he's always the oldest.
But I think he's just a dumb himbo jock.
Yeah. But the writers of this game could have switched it up on us, so that's what
So
you
you're just
think.
gonna keep second guessing every obvious option, and we're not gonna get any ending.
I'm gonna go through them all because I'm gonna lose. So we'll go muscles first, then we'll go wisdom. I don't think personality is gonna resonate. I think all of them, him included, know that he has an abrasive personality. So I don't think that's gonna fly. I couldn't help but notice that you have more muscles than is humanly possible.
That's because it's not humanly possible.
The massive vampire grins broadly, baring his fangs at me while he lifts his arms in a pose reminiscent of a bodybuilder at the beach in one of those old advertisements. You know, the one where they kick sand at the lonely nerd.
I have as many muscles as is vampirely possible.
Got him. How many is that?
A lot, obviously.
Obviously. Well, if I have to die, I can't think of a better way to go than being crushed between those perfect arms. Oh my god. Y'all ever ask someone to squish you like a grape?
No, but I've definitely asked someone to crush me like
That one seems... it seems the most,
You know why?
suggestive.
It's because people have all seen those videos of the bodybuilders
Mhm.
crushing melons with their thighs.
Yeah. Crack Me Like a Walnut is the funniest one to me.
Here I am, crack me like a walnut.
Nice. All right, let's go for the melon.
Shout out to
Crush
Ultra
me-
Melon.
Crush me like a melon.
You know just what I want to hear.
Okay.
Bro, you're gonna get the illest ever.
Just what he wants to hear.
Also, you missed
That's
fishes.
I'm just trying to give it a moment so that I'm not like doing one line and then reading chat, and then I'm trying to get like a little bit
Okay.
of a narrative
Okay.
as we are streaming. It is a text-heavy game.
Okay.
Let me
Fish is
move.
probably feeling
Let me
ignored.
move back over to chat. Let me bring my attention back. I think Fish is fine.
No.
I think he's a really
He's a delicate.
strong.
He's a delicate little.
He's a strong and delicate little flower. Bakery. We got some fancy croissants, chocolate cornet, right? I don't know. Bulgogi sausage rolls, mushroom onion garlic pastry, curry croquette and yuzu cake, and pickle beer. Was the beer also from the bakery? Man, that's a haul right there. The yuzu cake sounds really good. That sounds the best to me. But those all sound delicious. I hope that you brought some to share with the chat from the store next door. Nice. Did you try it yet? I would like to know what pickle beer tastes like and how pickly it is and if it's weird.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm putting a stop to this. His ego is already big enough.
No.
Thank you.
There will be no living with him after this. Well, if you're not going to let the human keep saying nice things about me, I'm just gonna eat him now. Kicking your ass at cards really worked up an appetite.
Again, delusional. But the point still stands. It does feel like you've reached your expiration date, sweet thing.
Somehow, once again, these three beautiful people are arguing amongst themselves. And I'm left with a moment to ponder my options. Alright, so another last-ditch effort to decide what we are going to do, how we're going to get out of this. I want to go, I'm an expert on your kind. But I've been waiting my entire life for this moment. And this is it. This is my chance.
Yeah, we saw this. You died.
I died. Zero fanfare. That did not work. I have perished. Oh my lord.
That's like us dropping in the, you know, restored reels and getting shotgun to death immediately. That's what's happening here.
Yeah, totally.
It's just like Fortnite.
Yeah, just like Fortnite.
First bite, Fortnite.
Yeah, it was probably intentional. Let's see. Yeah, it tastes like beer, but with the heavy aftertaste of pickle juice. All right, interesting. I mean, it doesn't sound bad. We're cooking dinner right now, so we lurk for a bit, but watch you on the big screen. Thank you, my
Big
friend.
screen, I'm on the TV.
I love to be on the big screen. Nay really loves to be on the big screen. Okay.
You doing load or are you doing this?
Let's just do new.
Skip, 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 skip. Oh no.
The intro is really cool though. And I was seeing earlier, I think like the devs did a playthrough. And they like left a comment on it about just like how that intro, I don't know if you remember, but it's a bunch of like moody, like dark nighttime shots of like dead end drive, and that was like real footage, like none of it was like stock or anything. Like one of their team members like put that together, and it was just so like cool and set the mood.
You get any more wins there, Kat?
If only my therapist could see me now. Okay, we're gonna try once again to get Laurel.
Thanks, second place.
Oh, that's pain.
That's always the
That's
worst.
true pain.
It feels less worse when like it's down to like your whole team gets swiped but you, and then it's like you're going up against the whole squad and you're like, okay, you know, they were better. But when it's like a 1v1 or 2v1, you know, like it's just, oh, it hurts. It hurts so bad.
I did drop a save here, right?
Yeah.
But not
Not
the
at the
next
next.
one.
So do Howdy. I think Howdy feels right.
Howdy feels right. Howdy always feels right as a greeting. Okay.
Okay. Now drop the save.
Now drop the save. And now that I'm dressed in a way that I'm hoping will appeal to Laurel, let's try this. Offer to keep Laurel entertained. Laurel, you seem the type to appreciate a little entertainment. You know, dinner and a show.
We've seen this. So if you hit log, you can go back. You have to scroll all the way down.
Why doesn't it automatically go to where you are?
Okay, we're reading Laurel's mind.
Okay. I'm thinking about...
I think did you go with how brave I am? I don't feel like that was right. I kind of like the last one.
I'm...
Playful.
Yeah, let's try that one. Me thinking about you, thinking about me.
What?
Your answer is that I'm thinking about you, thinking about me, thinking about you.
Is that supposed to be some sort of clever trick?
Well,
I perk up, watching Laurel as though they were a lottery announcer preparing to call my winning numbers.
it's not clever.
Oh, it's not
With a
not
little
clever. Okay. We're making connections. Valeria throws up a hand.
Do you?
Yeah.
Valeria throws up.
She hated that joke.
Happy birthday!
Oh my god, it's Cappy's birthday!
Happy birthday!
Everybody please wish Cappy a happy 8th birthday.
No, it's happy birthday.
Or a Cappy birthday if you must. Let's go.
Hold on, I got
That's
this.
my little
I
man.
got this, ready?
This how we celebrate.
Here, I got this.
Oh yeah.
Keep them entertained.
Chat, are you thinking about me, thinking about you, thinking about me, thinking about Cappy, thinking about birthdays?
Thinking about food.
Thinking about hot vampires? Wait. Not there.
Happy.
Not there.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
I thought you were gonna put
Happy
him in the
birthday.
little
Happy
the bottom
birthday.
space.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Uh-huh. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Damn, it's kind of catchy though.
Told you, bro.
You got me. This looks just like his wrestler from the camp out. This is exactly what he looked like. Do you remember? All right.
There you go.
There's Cappy. Happy birthday, Cappy. Alrighty.
I hope you were holding Cappy up to the TV is that.
Make sure to clip the Happy Cappy birthday song. Fish, you should play. We should all play. You should be able to play with more than 4 people. That's my opinion. In other modes, what, like garbage modes? Like build mode or something? I've never played build mode. All I know is that everyone hates it. I know the lore. I know the Fortnite lore, okay? Alright. Valeria throws up a hand.
Ugh.
Laurel, please. Hey, I read your mind.
To varying degrees of success.
I think it was immensely successful, personally. Success is still success, so now you should read mine.
Are you sure? What you hear might frighten you.
Bring it. I'm thinking about... Okay. We could be a little flirty here. We could be complimentary. How they get their hands on blood bags. I don't know about that one. I don't know if that's gonna appeal to them. I'll try this one first, but this one also feels like maybe a good option. I don't know. But I think to like put them on the back foot a little bit. You know what I mean? The face. Laurel regards me with what looks like surprise and more than a little amusement. Okay, amusement, that's good because we're trying to keep them entertained. Uh-oh. That's not a good line though. This is what I worried might happen if I picked that. I thought you might be one of those. The hanger-ons, the club-goers hunting to scratch your little roleplay itch with plastic fangs. But no, not you. You don't get out much.
Literotica does seem the next best option for someone like you.
Literotica.
What's going on? You lose?
No, we said, okay, I read your mind now. You have to read mine. I read your mind, now you have to read mine. And then it gave us the option to say, I'm thinking about erotic fan fiction, where to buy your outfit or how you get your hands on blood bags. I went with the first one, which was risky because I think it's kind of like it like put them, you know, it surprised them, but they're also like, oh, like you're just like, you know, one of those vampire fetishizers that wants to get your jollies with like plastic fangs, like that sort of thing. So it might not shake out the way that I want.
Oh shit.
Oh shit. The others whip their attention toward Laurel too. I can't decide if I should be assured by the mutual surprise or if they're all in it together, playing me for a gullible fool.
How does he keep doing that? Psh, not that I care. Who needs mind tricks when you've got a body like mine anyway?
Ugh.
Valeria sniffs, offended.
It's called cold reading, and they're no better at it than I am, Illy.
Somehow, once again, these three beautiful people are arguing amongst themselves. Ponder my options.
So you did expert last time. That's right. Yeah, no.
But it was a different situation.
I know, but this is the right one. Remember? Because then they go, "You don't think we're real?" And then they all try to prove themselves to you.
Okay, I'll try it.
Oh, ugh.
Here we go. You have to scroll.
It's so annoying.
We did the push-ups.
Yeah. Okay. So now they're trying to like impress me.
I don't remember doing this.
I don't either. I think that might be new, which is maybe good. Let's
I guess crosses could be good because Valeria's wearing one.
that's true. Surely crosses still harm you.
Besides being in bad taste.
Did we already get this?
Maybe, I guess.
I quite like mine. Fuck you very
Yeah,
much.
'cause I remember that she commented on wearing hers. Okay.
Between her. Oh wow.
Her necklace is nestled between
Bazumas.
her. Wow.
Wokeness is dead. Okay.
Okay, that does take us to part 2, for better or for worse. We have made it to part 2 before. This isn't what I had in mind. Played out in my wicked fantasies.
Right, and then we're switching over to trying to convince them to turn us.
Yes.
If
Okay.
that's the right thing to do, we don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think we ever did the second one, did we? Or did we?
I don't know.
Maybe that did lead to just the instant death.
I think it might have. I think we might have tried it.
They're
I don't
like,
know.
what
It
the
just
fuck?
it just doesn't feel like it would be compelling for them.
They're like, we've been
They'd be
doing this
like,
for
yeah.
years.
They'd be like, no, people probably won't find us. So I'm gonna say, I want to be like you. Go away. Say I do end up with all the bargaining chips. What exactly do I want? I'm a paranormal writer. Am I just content to leave with only the memory of this insane night, trying to do it justice in my writing? Or do I want something more? A souvenir, a trinket maybe?
We're
Or,
waiting.
fuck it, these are vampires. Clearly immortality must be on the table here. So we propose that. And then they ask why, so I get to choose my reasoning. We didn't.
I think you chose I want to protect you. I think we were trying to be like still virtuous. I think you gotta go.
I don't think I picked that. I feel like with the run where I got this far, I tried to pick this because it seemed like it would appeal to Valeria. I didn't pick this, which I thought maybe could appeal to Laurel.
Do it.
We'll see. I've seen hints of intriguing powers here tonight, things far beyond what I assumed to be the norm for any old vampire. The way Valeria has seemingly silenced me without so much as a look. The way I was compelled to walk in here in the first place. I want to fuck with people. I want to cause utter pandemonium among the masses, to get inside their heads, and you know. It's hard to notice with how practiced they clearly are at maintaining their poise, but I swear I see Laurel's lips twitch. See, I knew they were a silly little jester.
That's all very creative. But what, pray tell, would this utter pandemonium entail?
That is a great question, Valeria.
Do we seed here the sexual nature? I get laid.
We could try. I don't really know which of these would appeal to them, so.
It's either that or kill my enemies, honestly. Maybe Colt.
Or Colt. I feel like they might get a kick out of, like, you know, trying to be charismatic enough to start a cult.
I could see them being like, I like that you're being so direct. I just want to get laid, brother.
I'll try it. I'd get laid ASAP. I can only imagine how high the libido of a vampire would be. I'm ready to test that theory. I'd take it for multiple test drives. Honestly, spit it out. I'd get laid, like, immediately. Take the new immortal body for a spin or 10.
That's nice, in theory. But you'd need to learn to walk before you fuck.
Fair.
Valeria backs down, seemingly content with my answers. Just out here trying to get laid, brother.
Brother? I'm a vampire looking to get...
These dating apps aren't working, so I thought I would, you know, walk into a house with 3 vampires. See where that got me. There's a brief break in the conversation as she and the others appear to mull over my response. I wait for something, anything to happen. The silence somehow makes me more uncomfortable than the vampires themselves. I try to think of something to say to fill the void. So... Then I hear... Is that a meow? Uh-oh, the cat's coming in. The cat's here. And he's gonna do violence. I think I said he's adorable last time.
I think you pet the portrait.
I don't think I did.
Do that, that's weird.
It feels weird to do that, which is why I didn't do that.
But Laurel's weird.
But they're all kind of weird, so maybe that is something. I do what any smart person would do and walk right up to the portrait of Nasty Dennis to give it a closer inspection. I forgot his name is Nasty Dennis. What a handsome murder man. I reach out and scratch his perfect little painted chin, trying to bite back my smile as I feel the 3 of them watching me like I just grew another head. See? It's weird. I knew they were going to think it's weird.
We're free, Julie.
This is all highly amusing, but we do still have other matters to attend to
We're
here.
free, we don't care about being cringe.
They're going to tear my throat out because I'm so cringe.
Just because you've lasted this long doesn't mean we won't kill you, you know.
Oh, I know, Laurel. Thank you.
Trying to distract us by using Nasty Dennis as a pawn.
No.
Oh, this is
I'm on to you, human.
probably just this is person focused.
What do you miss most about being a human? Laurel says music festival.
I feel like we did this, but it feels like not everything was wrong, you know. It feels like if it's focused on each person, you go for the one that's about the person, right?
Yeah. Don't they know that cringe culture is dead, not undead? So true,
Be
Ghosty.
free.
Okay.
Can I have my water?
Music festivals,
Yeah.
Laurel. Okay, okay.
My neck hurts.
Okay. Oh. Delivery.
Killed Chad.
Thousands of bodies sweating out their worries together under a cruel but forgiving sun, laughing and gyrating in ecstasy.
Nice. The shared euphoria of art, of performance. That's a forbidden experience I could enjoy. Are there no vampire-friendly music
Yeah.
festivals? Then we start talking about K-pop, I think.
Yeah. BTS basically. But it's LBS.
They say, who do you stan in LBS?
I think they are. I was worried they weren't really a fan and they were just testing us. But they are. So I feel like we have to go with the K-pop terms.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta go with bias record.
I feel like I did that one last time.
And it was good, I think. Not everything we did was wrong. I think literally you get one thing wrong and you're out.
I saved, right?
Yeah.
They all have their strengths, and there's something I love about each of them. Find me one person on this planet who can resist Jumin, for example. Valeria and Ilias groan loudly, while Laurel looks incredibly impressed. This bodes well for me.
Fuck.
For fuck's sake, not another one. Shit, sorry. I really love K-pop. I tend to ramble. Laurel nods approvingly. Is that satisfactory, Laurel? They nod, but I'm not entirely sure if I've made a good impression or not. Before I can ask my next question, Ilias practically bulldozes Laurel out of the way.
1. How does a 3-day hunt in the woods sound to you? 2. How do you like your blood to taste? 3. Where is your favorite place to bite someone?
Okay, so he's trying to be like, grapple with the realities of actually being turned into a vampire. Oh, and then he says, 4, what are your opinions on swords?
You have to ask about each one. I feel like, I think we did nibble on collarbone. I don't know what's good here. For
Yeah, I
Laurel.
think we did.
That Laurel maybe is nibble, maybe cryptids.
Maybe cryptids.
I feel like Ilias is sword, because Ilias already like kind of hinted at being like a weird sword nut, I think.
The sword nut.
Maybe cryptid?
I'm gonna try it. He said hunting, but I go hunting all the time. His eyes light up. I camped out in the woods for a whole week to look for Bigfoot once. I didn't find him, but I tracked him for miles, and all I found was a steaming pile of cryptid shit. Bastard.
Ah, classic Bigfoot. He's tricky like that. You gotta make plans with him like 4 months in advance if you want to nail him down. But that's not the kind of hunting I mean.
So, like, deer, moose, rabbit, that kind of game? No.
I'm a vampire, duh. The real thrill lies in hunting the hunters. You know, people. Especially when they wear that ridiculous camouflage. They really think it makes them invisible. Idiots.
Classic game hunting.
Nothing escapes my senses.
I hunt for dubs in Fortnite.
Whoa. Now.
Are you quite finished hogging the human illy?
She's a little jealous. She said we're being hogged. She wants a little
Then
piece.
this is when they get bored after this.
Don't get bored.
It's good. She said, what would you do with me, basically? Yeah.
How would you try to impress a fine specimen of a vampire like myself?
And you said I'd take you anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
Which she did like.
She did like that one.
But we're not trying to impress her.
I know. Should I try? I'll
I
write
think
a story.
Story sounds right.
Most of my strength lies in crafting stories, and Valeria seems like the type to want to be the center of attention. What better way to woo her than to make her the star of her very own epic? Well, I'm a writer, and quite a prolific one, if you respect the opinions of AO3 reviewers.
Wow.
I could write a story about you, a movie-worthy epic about your life. Say more right now. Okay. It'd be great. We could sit and you can tell me all about the amazing adventures you've had. She nods a little too enthusiastically for someone who tries so hard to project an aura of abject terror. It's kind of adorable.
Ah,
love that.
yes. Val talking about herself. Something none of us have ever heard before.
Ilias snorts loudly, giving Laurel a crisp high five. That was pretty crisp. That was good. I don't know if
You
y'all
two
even heard
can
that,
piss
though.
off. I'm going to be famous.
Look how happy
Oh,
she is.
she's so happy.
Too bad she didn't eat you.
All of these questions, all of this incessant
Okay,
prodding.
Sandra, Jesus, you're not in the position.
This is either the weirdest job interview I've had or the best speed dating session I've ever been to. I can't tell if I like it or love it. Before they pump me for more information, there's something I'm desperate to ask about. Powers, abilities.
Skip it. There we go. This is now you're just picking. They got bored. Because you asked about powers. So it's Laurel time. Now we see.
Okay, fingers crossed. It has to be Laurel.
Are
They
you gonna
didn't.
click too?
Oh. Oh, so I'm gonna die.
Could be an instant death, or it could be. It doesn't necessarily. The writing could be the same for the beginning. Oh?
You've pleaded your case very well, Sandra.
Yeah, your final answer. This is new!
But I feel like we've been here before too,
But
right?
we chose all the different things.
I know. I'm just scared. I don't want to get my hopes up. I'm satisfied with your responses. Entered Laurel's Lair achievement! Welcome to the Hellmouth. You'll be coming with me, little mortal.
I'll warn you to not drop your guard, though. You are far from getting out of this alive.
Holy new content. Come on.
We're doing it!
Hello, Bradley.
Hi, Bradley, what's up?
Dance, dance,
Dance,
dance,
dance,
dance,
dance.
dance.
Romance. I'm... This part was a child's test. and what comes next, you could consider your dissertation. I went straight from a child's test to a PhD dissertation.
And remember what I told you. I forget if I said this on stream or when we were out walking after the stream.
What?
Of all the vampires to select, this next phase where you're trying to woo them one-on-one,
It's the hardest
is
to
the
get Laurel.
hardest of all of them.
Woo! That's great news. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Bradley. I'm glad it came out nice. It was very hard to make. Had to like shrink it so small. I had to like change the resolution, like take the quality out, optimize it like 10 times.
Would you mind heating that for me?
Okay.
Please?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm gonna buy something.
I'm gonna buy something. What are you buying?
What do you think, bro?
I don't know. A game? Okay, time to do my vampire PhD.
You've arrived at a place of no return. Are you ready to enter hell with me?
Yes, dear. Of course.
Follow me.
Oh my gosh. That delivery. A simple command, one I dare not to refuse. I nod to Laurel. As I trail after them, I do my best to contain my excitement about being chosen. Oh shit. Buying the new Daft Punk Beat Saber pack. I'm gonna have to do that after the stream to get my vampire energy out. Oh my god. Part 3, Laurel, Forms of Imprisonment. Whew. Laurel tells me to walk, so I walk. I climb the stairs with them on my heels, itching with fresh nerves under the electric pressure of a predator at my back. Now that we're alone, now that it's really happening, I'm shakier on my feet than I would have thought. Don't lose your nerve now, Sandra. You survived a bloodthirsty interrogation, so you can survive this. Sexy immortality hangs just within reach. Reach out and grab it.
Welcome to my wing of the house. Please, after you.
I inch 1 foot over the threshold, hesitating as I glance back over my shoulder. With a style like that, they're a mall goth's wet dream. I definitely get the appeal.
What are you
Called out,
waiting
you're a
for?
mall goth.
I'm not one for repeating myself.
Okay, Laurel. Sorry, Laurel. Oh, shit. Right. They may not be flashing their fangs, but I'm not exactly safe here. Fuck it. A little fear is good for the soul, right? I edge my way inside. Okay. Oh my goodness. There's a lot happening in here in this
I
room.
like the crafts right next to the BDSM. So we're about to see the consensual BDSM.
Oh my god. Love the blood cursor at the end of the text on screen. Yeah. It's a nice little touch. Fan self. Immediately, the door clicks shut behind us.
We
Laurel-
funkin'?
Maybe. Maybe
I think
soon.
We're doing a lot of stuff outside of funkin' first. Like the whips and the belts and
Immediately, the door clicks shut behind us. Laurel moves further into the bedroom, gliding across the floor with a dancer's grace. I linger against the doorframe, suddenly wary as they take up position behind an ornate chair, their stilettoed black manicure curling over its gilded back. This game has such good writing. What's this? A few minutes ago, you were overflowing with wonder, with excitement.
You wanted my attention, and now you have it.
Don't tell me you're worried now that you're trapped in my creepy lair. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna go hoping we're really alone now. Privacy is important. Yeah, the voice acting is really good. I'm afraid you've picked the wrong haunted house to break into if that's true. We don't keep many secrets between us, my Ilian vow. Ugh, did I pick the wrong one already?
Or rather, I should say, they keep none from me.
Oh, you're keeping secrets, but not the other way around. Maybe meant to be voyeurs. I didn't break in. I nudged an already slightly ajar door wider open. Laurel huffs, sizing me up. I return the attention, my appreciation jumping from that tight leather harness to those nails again. Wowzers. Imagine all 10 of those sharpened points teasing my skin, threatening to draw my irresistibly sweet blood. A full body tingle overtakes me where I stand. Peculiar and reckless.
At least you're not boring me yet.
Phew. Laurel eyes me with an air of inevitability, nails tapping a hypnotic rhythm against gold filigree.
That's what I was gonna say. I don't think you want to be like saying everything Laurel wants here. Laurel is the one that wants a little bit of a fight, you know?
Maybe.
Come here, then. Have a seat.
That's boring to Laurel, you know?
Yeah. I nod once. Nothing hard about that. Up close, the chair's dingier than expected. Gold paint peeling from its carved wooden armrests. I sit down and instantly tilt my head back. I want to see him, and my eyes meet Laurel's as they loom into view. I can't tell if, like, they haven't been using him pronouns, so I can't tell if they're using, like, if they use multiple sets of pronouns, like he, they pronouns, or if there's just, like, a couple instances where they, like, got it wrong in this back half, because they haven't been using it until this
I don't think
chapter.
they get it wrong.
Well, it's just happened twice now, and so, like, it never was in the first two chapters, so I'm just trying to figure out if it's intentional or not. They're a reversed mirror, their lips hovering in my sightline. I think now that I've seen it twice, probably it is intentional, but I just thought it was weird that they didn't do it, like, earlier on so that you know that.
You're a feast for starving eyes, I'll admit.
I grin, a burst of confidence adding a hooded flirtiness to my stare. So you do think I'm hot? Laurel considers me with a pitying gleam, one that says, I don't quite get it yet.
Now, I wouldn't go that far.
Here's a surprise. So here's the exact wording I had read about Laurel.
Mm-hmm.
If Valeria was easy and Ilias was difficult, then Laurel's a damn final boss fight.
I'm scared. That's interesting though, because I almost thought that Valeria was a little easier, at least in the couple of playthroughs that we did, than Ilias.
Yeah, I have the list of proper answers, but I'm not gonna... I'll say,
Have I lost yet?
you only did one, right?
I think.
The We're Really Alone or whatever?
Yeah.
That's what you chose?
Yeah.
That's correct.
Winning! Pro gaming hours. now, I wouldn't go that far. Rude.
However, would your tongue still waggle if I didn't think you had potential?
No one has ever asked me if my tongue would still waggle before.
Yeah, that's right. The tongue flopping out.
I gulp, aware again that yes, I do have a face. And yes, my tongue works, though it's starting to feel heavier than usual. I run the tip of it along my lips, drawing Laurel's eyes in the process. Ah, look at that.
Yeah,
That's
basically.
exactly it, Bradley.
I think it's a wall. It's a wanter.
It's so good. That's such a good emo.
What an artist.
Ah, look at that.
I'll say that I find appeal in the harmony of your features.
Okay.
Wow.
That's
such a
nice.
sweet sentiment.
There's a certain eloquence to their structure. You're legible, but you're not elementary. How come you've never said that to me?
That's mean, dude.
You're legible, but you're not elementary.
I can't live up to Laurel. You gotta live hundreds of years to come up with these lines.
It's true. I blink a few times.
Me?
Oh, wow. I don't think I've ever heard a compliment like that before. And I'm not quite sure I 100% understand it. The look on their face says that's not news to them.
Yes.
Yeah, heavily organized.
From the BDSM to the crafts to the
The documents.
sex toy.
I
Question
think
mark?
like a crystal tipped sex toy. I don't know.
It's a microphone for their karaoke.
Oh yeah, for when they're singing LBS songs. These are the lyric books.
Yeah.
And they write their LBS fan fiction in there too.
Yeah.
I've had plenty of time to play with language.
A lot of time, a lot of languages, and a lot of people eager to taste what my tongue can offer.
Ain't that the truth? That? Okay, now that feels like a hot lava injection straight to the gut. All the steamy paranormal erotica stored in my head will never compare.
At the very least, if you survive this, you got some great content.
I know, you're locking all of these lines in your head.
For some-
Like you have a whole new outlook on language at this point.
What do you
can offer?
can offer? Humana.
Awooga. As
Asking,
in partners? I feel their smile as an encouraging caress, like the invisible press of a hand at the small of my back, urging me onward. Of a sort. Oh, fuck yeah. This is promising. That's me every time I make a right decision. At least a lot more promising than fangs in my neck.
And what about you?
You get an elim in Fortnite. Oh fuck yeah, this is promising.
Now we're getting down to the nitty gritty. I cough, squirming in the chair.
Love the chaos click.
It's not that I'm inexperienced by human measures. Not to toot my own horn, but I do pretty well when I put my best foot forward.
Look at me, how Sandra D.
By vampiric standards, on the other hand. You don't have to worry. I know what I'm doing. Laurel levels their most intense
Look at
gaze yet.
Was Laurel's eyes red, or is this just the scary gaze?
It's the scary gaze, I think. G-A-Y-S. Do you? I suck as a vampire.
I'm not good at it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, are they always red? I thought they were... I think in some shots they're the, like, golden color. I think that's how it was for all three, and then, like, in the more intense moments, they're red. It's like staring into the sun, looking up from within their shadow. I have this urge, this compulsion to speak under their enchanting gaze. A feeling that starts in my chest and bubbles up through the walls of my throat. Call it a demented form of acid reflux, I guess. Quick, get this girl some Tums. Peculiar? That's fair. You don't end up in my line of work without being a little eccentric.
Your line of work?
There you go, yeah.
Yeah, see? I run a website for all things paranormal.
You're about to reveal your cryptid coitus.
I can't wait to see what their face does when we say Cryptid Coitus Corner. I have a podcast. It's pretty popular, you know. I'm kind of a big deal.
I'm a big deal. It's called videogamesgood.com.
So true. Laurel laughs,
Mad Rat.
and it's such a rewarding and it's such a rewarding sound that I barely notice the cold fingers playing with my throat.
Will you write about me on your blog if you survive, little rabbit?
Awooga, awooga.
Survive? I was hoping to do more than that. There's this silence, this quiet that feels intentional, pointed.
Also, you're like this still, right?
Yeah. I'm in the chair like, hi, Laurel. I'll tell you anything you want me to, Laurel.
And Laurel's like tickling your neck.
Like I'm being trained to wait. The thought dislodges a fluttery feeling from somewhere between my ribs.
The night is young.
The look he gives me feels like the final beam in a burning house, collapsing.
Let's see how it grows.
Laurel steps away from me, leaving me cooling in that chair. I watch them pull a desk drawer free and begin fishing around inside with consideration.
I'm a bit of a collector, I should say.
Butterfly specimens, rare yarn fibers, trading cards, stamps.
Once upon a time, there flourished quite the market for those little suckers. Stamp exchanging made for easy victims by way of the Sunday classifieds.
Can you come share a stamp with me? Ooh, nice stamp. Anyways, ha! That's cheating. You're not working. You're not working.
Is it just me or is the music specifically louder than everything? Maybe.
Did we take a look at this?
I think we might have last time. Yeah, we turned the music volume down.
Oh, that's weird.
Is that okay? Looks like that's already up all the way. Does that sound better? Okay. Ads in local newspapers. Makes sense. Before internet forums, they were one of the few ways to find a fellow eccentric. Kind of genius to turn them into your own personal feeding ground. But by doing that, they're creating such a normie world because they're eating all the eccentrics. That's so sad.
Who needs other eccentrics?
Vampires are destroying the culture.
They're gentrifying.
They're gentrifying the living world, keeping all the weirdness for themselves.
See? Villains. What did I say?
Wait. You meant to say playing cards, right? In the living room, Laurel looked every bit the poker pro, gearing up to play a winning hand before I interrupted. I can't imagine them schooling nerds with a meticulously customized deck.
I always say exactly what I mean to, sweet one.
And I meant the cards used for dueling.
Yu-Gi-Oh?
Hey, yo! I blink repeatedly. Magic? Or monsters? They don't miss a beat.
Monsters, obviously.
Pokemon?
Okay, Pokemon or Digimon, they do cards, right?
Yeah, but not like famous.
I know, but like, they could be like in deep, you know? They're like a niche
I
collector.
guess Yu-Gi-Oh's could. Yu-Gi-Oh's a
That
bunch
could
of
be
monsters.
monsters. That's magic and monsters.
Yeah.
Do I look the type to brandish a wand or wizard hat? You're messing with me. They shrug, obviously pleased by my inability to compute.
But if he's saying like I'm a collector and is looking for a card, it's probably like a rare Charizard or something. Pika Pika, I guess. That's true. It is dual monsters. You're right. They play the game
okay.
dual monsters.
Yeah. Okay. I struggle to imagine.
There you go.
There you go. That's it. I struggle to imagine Laurel slamming a Purple Eyes Gray Dragon card and nearly rupture several brain cells trying.
What are you talking about? I can totally. Nice try. I played what, blue eyes.
Blue Eyes White Dragon.
I might be. Who can say?
This is very funny. I love this element of their personality. And I know that none of the other characters could have compared to this.
Can you imagine, though? It's gonna be like, haha, Yu-Gi-Oh! Anyways, here's the ball gag.
Yeah, and what of it?
Well,
Oh. It's always doing that. Purple Eyes Gray Dragon. For legal reasons.
and that's why they're not saying any, like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm talking about.
You know.
Your
Now let's play, shall we? Oh, you are a freak, Laurel. I don't bother stifling my grin, even if it's not a great idea to tease a vampire. Are you saying... I pause to pull a set of finger guns from my pockets. That it's time to duel?
So you know what? This whole thing's wrong.
Ha! Score one for me. I blow smoke from the tips of my fingers and faux reholster them as I see the hint of amusement, no matter how hard they try to keep their cool.
Strip Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah!
Every 1,000 life points a new...
How many people can brag about nearly reducing a vampire to giggles?
I'm saying hold out your hands. 2 sets are needed to get a good round going.
When they slide the drawer shut, they do so with a fresh loop of purple yarn draped
Oh.
over their knuckles.
We're not dueling. We're not doing Yu-Gi-Oh!
Laurel rounds on me then, leather rippling against lean thighs with each stride.
Meanwhile,
Perching.
all I'm imagining is Ilias and Valeria going like this against the wall and door. What are they doing in there?
The door's just wide open. They're just standing at the door watching. Perching one stompy lace-up boot on the spindle joining the front legs of my chair, the vampire holds their palms out to me. I give both of mine in return. Head empty, I watch as they wreathe my hands in purple string, the color vivid against my skin. First, they guide my middle finger under the purple segment, hugging the inner wrist of my opposite hand. The tenderness of their chilly touch surprises me. Then, Laurel repeats the action with my other wrist and middle finger. Satisfied with this new placement, they pull my hands apart without warning. I shiver when the string snaps taut, my palms raised like twin goalposts. The pressure of Laurel's fists around my wrists as they study their work grounds me. Together, we admire the purple yarn sculpture now levitating between us like some sort of modern art installation. I can't pinpoint why my heart's racing so fast, but the sneaky gleam in Laurel's eyes has my body thrumming with anticipation in a matter of seconds.
Ever heard of Cat's Cradle?
Cat's Cradle? I glance down. Oh right, the kids' string game. Kids' game? I stare back at them, unsure why they seem so unimpressed.
Like me, the game is older than it looks.
My fingers start to bend as they pinch two intersecting cradle points and fold the string down and around itself. Called Ayatori by Edo period lovers, Hei by Hawaiian chanters, and Satya by my very own mother. The game of string figures has been played far longer than you and I have been alive, little morsel. Huh, you learn something new every day. How long would that be exactly? Laurel rolls their wrists within the purple cradle, and I release my hold. The string snaps smoothly into a new shape around his fingers. I grin. Cradle transferred.
Have a guess.
Oh, finally another choice. It's been so long. Oh, sorry. I mean, definitely more than 35 years, right? I think they might have said, though, that they are the youngest.
Right.
But
they still talked about, like, pirates.
Yeah, I'm leaning 200. Because they're not the oldest, but they've also been saying, you know, like, I've been around a while, basically. At least 200 years.
Ah. You see the vast gully between us, do you?
A certain qualia known only to the long-lived.
It's still confusing then that they said they miss music festivals from being a human.
I mean,
those 1800 bangers,
I
dude.
mean, they're probably, I guess there probably were, not in the same way.
I mean, maybe they're just saying they like the idea of human music festivals. Like that.
Yeah, maybe. You're right, though. That's an interesting point.
Like, I remember I thought that at the time, too. I was like, you're talking about pirates one second, then you're saying you're missing music festivals.
Yeah. I squint, trying to recall the meaning of the word, but ultimately failing. So I guess. Qualia, like a quality? They nod down at the string between us. Something like that. An idle moment passes before they speak again.
This is the first figure, the game's namesake, the Cat's Cradle.
Your turn. Oh, right. I know the basics. Lots of twisting and bending until one player loses the plot. But the artful symmetry of it, not my area of expertise.
Laurel, like, at the music festival.
Yeah!
Fuck yeah, dude. Cloud de Lune.
That's my jam. I can feel Laurel assessing me, watching where I pinch the string next. I reach for two obvious points of convergence, two purple junctures that feel safe. Interesting selection.
You're more cautious than one might expect of a free meal.
I hook my pinkies in after reaching deep for a sense memory. The ghost of a cat's cradle match I once played, suddenly guiding my moves. Not free. I squint with focus. Losing isn't an option. The transfers go to land. The transfers got to land? Yeah, I'm not sure.
Let's go. Like, it's got the green light. Let's go to land.
Maybe. I want things too, remember? Laurel laughs, untangling their fingers with ease. The string dangles from my knuckles.
Yes, you want to fuck and die. I haven't forgotten that.
But maybe not the second part. Maybe.
Maybe not.
My cheeks get all hot as I tug the string into a new formation between my palms. Hmm. I'm leaning toward the second or third ones. Do you think the second one is safe?
I like the second one.
Okay. I just know that every choice at this point
You're in a boss battle,
like has
bro.
my hands sweating.
I'm not gonna tell you until like an ending happens. I'll tell you how many you got wrong.
And that's not cool. Fuck and die, yeah. And rise again. I see.
It may surprise you to hear you're not the first to court our grand exit.
Sex is simple for me, a balancing force in my day-to-day.
I can mine pleasure from the depths of your fragile little throat. Indulge in the fleeting quality of your skin.
Oh my god.
Especially fun to break the breakable when you beg so sweetly to be dismantled. The flummoxed honking of petite Mort never fails to entertain me. Flummoxed honking. Whose new username is that?
Pull up flummoxing their honks.
But depending on what churns inside that unusual mind of yours, you may become the first I've sired in an age or two.
What kind of life do you think awaits you beyond the bite?
Beyond the bite.
Should have been the sequel.
They haven't made it yet.
No, they made a DLC though.
Chat's going off.
So much barking in the chat, my lord.
You're gonna agitate Phyllis. Chill.
One full of pandemonium, was it? An endless spate of pranks from a modern day puck.
What will you do with your newfound gifts?
At least you die doing what you love. what I'll do, huh? Really ramping it up here. I'm leaning toward convoluted web of machinations.
You can't get anything out of me. If I told you what's right and wrong, people would yell at me. So.
I can get anything out of you. You're like an open book. What will you do with your newfound gifts? Yeah, I'm leaning that one or this one, but I feel like that one's kind of boring.
That's boring.
I don't think they'll like that.
Just like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like an interview. They go, what are you hoping to get out of this job? You go, I don't know.
What do you got? Okay, I'm gonna try it. Execute a convoluted web of machinations. Laurel considers that. Care to elaborate? Oh my god. I don't know what a Rube Goldberg machine
Those
is.
are the things where the marble rolls and it hits a thing that tricks this thing and flops this thing out and a thing flies up. And
Oh shit, I love those. I'm not sure what's best here.
I like both, but Rube Goldberg feels more playful.
I know, it kind of feels like the responses they like seem to be like a little bit like just unexpected and like off-putting, you know? They're like, oh, I didn't expect you to say that. So that's why I'm kind of leaning toward that one. I saved, right? I did. I'm scared. My hand is actually sweating, y'all. You know, like a Rube Goldberg machine. Set up all a jungle gym of planks and tubes and roll an egg down a ladder so it knocks over a glass of water that fills up a bucket, and then I know how the machine in question works.
But what is your end game?
My end game? I'm not following. Laurel studies me closely, possibly checking for sincerity. Let's say you were to line up 1,000 dominoes in a colorful display of patience. Typically, a picture emerges after the last domino has toppled over. A work of art.
Is it the work of art you seek? Or the spectacle of the fall?
That's a great question.
That is a really insightful question, Laurel. I feel like they would like the spectacle of the fall.
And doing all this work just to see something beautiful unfold.
It's about the journey, you know, the process.
Do you know the song? I am not familiar.
I don't. I'm so sorry, Ghosty. I don't know the song. Tell me more.
It's Taylor Swift.
It is?
It's called Endgame.
Is it one of the newer ones?
It's from Reputation.
Oh, I'm not as familiar with that one.
It's a weird trio. Taylor Swift, Ed Sheeran featuring Future, a rapper.
Huh. Yeah, she wrote it for Avengers Endgame. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, I thought I heard it in the credits
It's actually,
there.
yeah, it's Iron Man singing to Thanos.
The chaos. I scramble to qualify my outburst. Not that I don't appreciate art. I commission my favorite artists every chance I get. Same. But all that big picture stuff, not interested. Sure, I want to hit up a sweet vampire masquerade ball because how could I not? But I know vampires have all these courtly intrigues going on all the time. Frankly, keeping track of which clan hates that other clan over there and what super old vampire grudge to look out for today, meh. Boring if you ask me. Laurel stares, visibly surprised by my honesty.
Bing, bing, bing.
Now we just have a Taylor Swift concert going on in the chat.
You simply want to enjoy a good prank, don't you?
It's just like a bit.
Yeah. Leave a glitter bomb in our neighbor's mailbox. Or flock a yard with 100 pink flamingos. Harmless shit like that. Can't catch me if I have vampire super speed, right? Right. I want to run for days and never feel tired. Skim the bottom of the Mariana Trench naked. No wetsuit, no scuba gear, nothing.
We're still vulnerable to atmospheric pressure, you know.
A technicality. Listen. When most people say, I want to know how the other half lives, they're talking about gazillionaires. When I say it, I'm talking about mermaids, dragons, werewolves. You. Laurel tests the firmness of my hold on the string with the push of another nail. Still vulnerable to atmospheric pressure. Like, what's even the point then of immortality? The string does bend sideways, but no part of it slips from my fingers.
With respect, you don't know what you're asking for.
You're right, and that's the point. I know that I don't know anything, but I also know that I want what I don't know. Laurel's laugh raises the hairs on the back of my neck, my skin prickling all over.
Why, that was almost Socratic.
I grin. Are they finally beginning to take me seriously?
And I hate soccer.
I fucking hated him. I knew him personally. I'm a regular philosopher. After a moment of letting everything sink in, I return to the string figure in my hands, holding it up for scrutiny. Are you seeing this? Cool, right?
Cool.
Laurel lifts my chin with the sharp tip of their pointer finger, startling a wide-eyed gasp from me. A roll of their wrist brings the nail to rest along my bottom lip, tugging the flesh. I flick my tongue out and Laurel watches me with open hunger. They skirt their nail forward, slipping their finger into my mouth. I close my lips obediently, shivering at the cold intrusion.
I've seen worse attempts at winning this game.
I've seen worse? That sounds like... What was the line? That seems promising.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah, that seems promising. Ugh. I'm shrimping.
I'm like laying down.
We're just like this. Just
I also
experiencing
just,
life
this
right now.
chair I can't ever get right in.
Me too. It's not meant to be right. My eyelids flutter, but I hold myself together. They taste like clean skin and something indescribable, And I have to wonder if it's the flavor of undeath taking center stage. My next words are muffled. Cut me some slack. I don't even know if this figure I made has a name. Thank you for the recreation. Kind of looks like the Eiffel Tower, but not.
I was gonna say, this got way less sexy. We were just like trying to have a yeah, you know, it really was a horror.
Laurel slips their finger free and traces a quick pattern along my cheek. Their nail a calligraphy pen, my own saliva the ink. Let's call it the lighthouse. You mean it's new? It could be. I've never seen that figure in all my years of playing this game. He reaches for cross-hatched segments of string, pinching 2 points after contemplating his approach.
Do you understand now what we're doing here?
No.
I'm still very lost. Okay, the implication that it's something more, I feel like you don't say playing with string, right?
Yeah.
Playing with string, Laurel? I'll be like, oh, you fucking idiot.
Yeah, if we're trying to get them to take us seriously, then probably I'm gonna say this one.
Do you understand now? Yeah, we're playing with string.
Yeah, you like yarn, I get it.
I'm in the cryptids, you're in the yard, like, cool.
We're eccentrics. Building together. That's what this is about, right? Using each other to sculpt pretty things.
And placing each other into difficult positions.
Hey, yo.
My next figure won't be easy because of what you've made.
I glanced down at Laurel's fingers, blinking in confusion. I could have sworn they were pinching 2 totally different points only moments ago, as if he's had to second-guess himself. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to.
Why apologize when you can be proud of yourself instead?
Chat, everyone, take that in.
Screenshot this right now. I wet my lips for the millionth time tonight. I'll remember that. Sandra Darkwitch will remember that. Whoa. I stare flabbergasted as Laurel forms an elaborate string figure out of purple chaos. The intricate symmetry of this new design amazes me. How? There, see?
You pushed me, and something beautiful came out of it.
Wow. I weigh their words, turning them over in my mind. There's so much more I want to know about them. Where to even begin? They already said that their mom taught them how to play, right?
I think so.
So I feel like maybe asking this one.
That feels like a
To
less
show that-
probing either way. Right?
What do you mean?
Who could be so loaded, right? Like, if it is someone important to them, if it's not just mom, like, that's a loaded, could be heavier question than where, you know?
I know, but I was thinking, like, to show that we're listening.
Yeah.
Like, they did already say that.
Then go for it.
But you're the one that's read the guide.
Just go!
Why
bro.
would you try to
Just
lead
play
me
the game.
astray?
Just play the game.
Why would you try to lead me astray? You wouldn't lead me astray, would you?
Just play the game.
You wouldn't lead me astray, would
Follow
you?
your gut. Do you want to get the win because I hinted you towards it, or do you want to get the win because you got it yourself?
I want to get the win regardless. Jot that down.
You already saved.
I'm just double checking. I have really poor memory. What do y'all think? Didn't they say something like that's where I learned to play? I don't know if the log would show that far back.
It does.
Does it just show the whole chapter? Well, I'm gonna go back and double check.
No.
Because
Just go with your heart, bro.
I want to get this right.
But then if it's wrong, then you're gonna have even more debate about what to choose.
What do you mean? If it's wrong, then I go back to this moment and there's one other
No, but I mean,
choice
like,
to
I'm
choose.
saying, if the mom thing isn't in there, you're gonna be like, okay, now I don't know what to pick.
No, if the mom thing isn't in there, then I'm gonna ask who.
Okay,
And
I
then
was saying
they're
that's
gonna
more
talk
probing.
about their mom.
I was saying that was more probing. In a bad way. I wasn't saying that was a good thing.
Why? We're trying to get to know each other.
Okay.
You're just trying to backtrack so that it doesn't feel like you're giving me the answers.
Okay, believe
But
what you
you-
want to believe,
But
bro. I'm
you've
just talking
already
from the heart.
looked at the answers.
I'm just talking from the heart, dude.
So it's coming up. It's coming up here. And they've got the yarn. I learned of Cat's Cradle. Called this by my very own mother. Okay, they didn't say anything. So I'm gonna ask who. Who taught you how to play? The quiet moment that passes between us feels heavy with consideration.
My mother taught me a variation of this figure. It's called the calabash net. It's not exactly the same because you backed me into a corner, but it's close. I enjoy when I'm given the chance to make it.
Your mom, like your human mother? That's right.
She was an everywhere woman, displaced from 3 lands by greedy men with 2 soft hands. Endlessly cruel, the thieving of resources. I was caught up in the fight against it for a time, killing the worst offenders I could get my hands on.
The worst offenders.
But it was my mother who gave me my love of words, having mastered 3 languages not only out of necessity, but for the poetry of good conversation.
Laurel holds his hands out. I sit back, too fascinated to consider my next play. It's a notable change of pace, this shift towards sincerity. It's something I shouldn't take for granted, not from them.
Though I scared her, she loved me through life, death, and life a second time.
Let's go, Mom. Obaifo, she called me until she understood I was something else. Now that rings a bell. As a researcher of all things supernatural and paranormal, I'm nothing if not thorough in my exploration of legend and folklore. Obaifo, West African vampire. Your mom thought you were an evil spirit, an eater of despair. I don't try to hide the fluttery satisfaction I feel at the look of surprise softening Laurel's sharp features. Gotcha, bet you didn't think I knew that. I know the poetry of good conversation. That's beautiful. Quit swinging that toward me, you're scaring me.
Bonk.
Put it down. Just put it down. Get something less heavy to fidget with. At first,
And even then, she let me live with her in comfort, provided I fed only from men who deserved it.
Nice. She made me promise to speak to them first, to hear them out, to collect their stories.
Oh.
Yes. You see those writings on my walls. He pauses to glance in the direction of what looks like framed letters. I keep the best of them. Whoa. That's fucking terrifying. The bit about his mom, though, pretty cool of her. Their smile makes me want to smile too. What a strange night.
She was an incredible woman.
A lot of vampire origin stories are tragic. The whole I'll never go back to my old life sob story. Hell, I admit to writing some myself. Laurel laughs. I hope that it's with intrigue and not offense. Sob story? No.
You might call mine one of liberation. I was going to die, and badly. Stabbed at a pub that now sells boutique kitchenware. I would have bled out over better wages for silk weavers, had my sire not saved me. You won't find my name in the archives, however. History can be trusted as much as those who tell it can be.
I listen intently to Laurel's stories, fully invested. But there's more I want to glean. I pick at the details, craving more. You were turned in England somewhere, or your sire saved you? This is like one of the first ones where I don't see like a clear, better option.
Here's my thinking, and again, it's completely removed from anything that I made. This is just my brain.
Mm-hmm.
If we're talking about trying to get Laurel to turn us, talking about the time Laurel was turned, specifically relating to their vampire, their sire, you know.
That's a fair point.
The other one's just like, you were in England? Like,
Yeah, I mean, it's just trying to get more information about them. I really don't see a better one, so, but I think what you said is, I think that's a good point, so I'll try that. Or it'll end up turning, like, changing their mind, because they'll be like, oh, like, they did it in a life
like, I
and
was
death
dying.
situation.
You're just horny.
Yeah, you just want to do pranks and have sex. So, I don't know. Your sire saved you? Laurel hums, thinking back on his death. Altruism may not have motivated her, but I consider myself rescued, yes.
Maybe I'll tell you more about her some other time.
Okay. And Ilias and Valeria? What about them? How did you three meet? Like, was it a love at first sight, but for vampires? Did you just know?
Love at first sight. Well,
More like irritation at first sense. I heard of their illustrious work before I set eyes on them. smelled the blood running thick through my streets.
Oh yes, Storyville was mine for a time. I didn't much care for the rest of New Orleans, but the district, that was my home. And all the pretty little bedfeathers who pleased ill-tempered blue bookers for a living were mine to shelter, mine to protect.
Lucky for Illy and Val, they left my pretty feathers alone and escaped obliteration by delirium because of it. In fact, I was unusually kind in return for their restraint. Overloaded them with pleasures you can't begin to fathom. Gave them a good time before I engineered a proper introduction. Back up a second. Explain the whole gave them a good time thing.
I can bend neuromodulatory networks to my will. It's the vampiric gift my sire gave me.
My God.
Oh, whoa. Not telekinesis. That's Val's treat. But pathokinesis, the ability to manipulate another's emotions.
Jeez. Pure pleasure.
And I do get a kick out of using it.
I bet you do. You did that to them? Messed with their feelings?
Mm-hmm.
Weren't you scared of starting some sort of vampire super smash brawl? It would have been 2 against 1.
Customary for vampires to test strangers invading their domain. We can be very territorial creatures.
And how did that work out for you?
Well...
I didn't expect Illy to respond to my push by fucking Val in the middle of a well-to-do square. Oh.
But I can't say I didn't enjoy watching from my window.
I want to hide my face. I'm just that embarrassed. But also, capital H hot.
I kissed Illy first. Men like that require unsubtle guidance.
He was eager, and Val was a force. I took them both to my bed and found myself fulfilled in ways no mortal could handle. We left the city together after I ensured my pretty feathers would be cared for.
And I've been stuck with these beasts ever since.
Laurel exhales and holds his hands out to me.
That's quite enough, don't you think? My fangs are itching to pierce all that pretty flesh you have on display.
Oh, are they? In like a good way or a bad way? Finish the game strong, Sandra. I want complexity, a design worth remembering. It hits me then that this is it, that I'm going to die after the figure is complete. Am I going to come back? Are you going to make me a vampire like you? Laurel considers me, their gaze unreadable. My heart pounds.
Show me your goodbye.
I'm scared.
Humming.
I take a deep breath. Then I consider all points of conversion in the string before me. Here goes nothing.
Hum.
Interesting, very interesting. I am very interested and intrigued. Consider all points of conversion in the string before me.
It's like the last shape.
Yeah, I know. I just don't know.
That's why I'm like, I don't know if I know everyone's going, oh, at the tie your wrists together, but like that feels like you're not doing the game.
I know. I'm trying to think through it.
I feel like, you know, but I don't know.
I don't know. But also kind of giving yourself to fate, maybe. Yeah. I mean, there's like maybe a kind of like vulnerability or offering in that. I'm wondering though if like that'll lead to like a yes, we have sex ending, but then they don't turn us, maybe. But I don't know the other two.
It's like you gave
like
yourself.
what would be better? Gave yourself what?
It's like you give yourself up, but it's like you didn't play my game, and I don't like that.
Yeah. So like I know that the cat's cradle is the one that it started with. Right, but I don't know if there would be significance. I'm not familiar enough with this game to know if that would like have significance to like have that be the farewell. And then I don't know what the spider's web
I feel like
is either.
I think that's kind of a cool farewell though, right? Like reset to, you know, simple to the namesake.
Mm-hmm.
While spider's web feels like you're like trying to be complex, like overly like look, you know, like seemingly that's like a.
Or is there like a metaphor in it that you're trying to like catch them in your web? I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna have to go back to this one. I'm not sure I'll get
This
it
one,
right on the
specifically.
first try. At least this one.
Not earlier.
No, because you gave me all the answers, right? Right? You did. I take it as web is transformation and cradle is going back to being human. That's interesting.
Or
Video votes from Madam Web.
the game is the, you know, you start in one place, you fucked, and now you're gonna rise again. You go back to where you started.
With which one?
With
Cat's Cradle.
I don't know.
This is tough. This is very tough. Friendly neighborhood spiders web. I feel like right now I'm like consulting my counsel. I'm gathering all perspectives from my most trusted advisors.
Do a flip. I'm dead.
Maybe the cradle is the let's start again kind of choice.
Oh yeah, maybe even like you were building together, so you go back to Cat's Cradle and be like, I want to keep building. Right? Spider's Web feels like it's so complex that like it might be really hard to play off of, right?
Well, yes, but now I'm thinking of that line that they said about, like, when you put me in a difficult position,
Yeah.
then something beautiful comes of it. So, like, maybe that's actually
That could
the
tie.
way to,
That could
like,
tie your wrists together too. That's a really weird position for this game.
I don't know. I know, it's really hard to decide. And I don't know this game. Like, I don't know enough to know what these would mean for the game. Oh gosh. Spider's web because you think Laurel is fly as fuck. You know what? I'm sold. This is so tricky. I just want to be right. I want the satisfaction of being right the first time. And just winning. But that's probably not gonna happen. You can catch flies with honey, but you can catch more honeys being fly. Ghosty, you're a mastermind and a pleasure to be around. Oh my gosh, I'm so stressed about this. What are you doing?
I'm just waiting,
I thought
bro.
you were looking something up.
No. Why would I do that?
I don't know. Thought you were looking up how to play this game or something. Okay. Okay, give me another like 30 seconds
One.
to think through this.
2.
Don't count. I can't think if you're counting.
My body hurts today.
I'm almost leaning Spider's Web. I like the idea of Cat's Cradle being a reset, but considering everything we've talked about, it feels like unbuilding what we built together, you know, and sort of like just like turning it down. So this is so stressful. I'm just gonna try Spider's Web. I don't know if it's gonna be correct. I like the pattern of that container. with the yard in the background.
Filling our time over here as audience.
Just take in the details. I'm just letting you all, you know, really experience the moment that we're in right now. Yeah, it definitely does feel like something you'd actually see, which is nice. That's the spider web. I don't know. I'm just gonna try it. If it's not right, we'll come back here. It's fine. We'll live. Looking at Laurel's elaborate string figure lights me up with inspiration. Something complex, something to be remembered. I loop my fingers over and under, twisting my wrists and pinching the points needed to pull the figure into existence. It's slow-going, careful work. I nearly lose my design in the constricting mess. After all my effort, a figure emerges. It's messy and hardly the work of a master. But the spider's web is there for us both to see. Laurel surveys my work, then flicks his eyes up to mine, watching me closely.
You're flirting with me.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Am I? Oh my god. Did I do it? Oh my god, did I do it? Oh, please. Oh my lord. And you still want me between your legs, Sandra.
You still want me to take you apart.
I lick my lips, exhaling a shuddering breath.
Maybe next time. It's very funny. After all this.
I mean, you can change your mind. Like it does specify in like all the warnings and stuff that sexual scenes are optional.
Well, I know. I'm just saying, like, with these characters, I think that's a death. That's not a,
Maybe. Okay. I mean, hopefully this is fine for them.
I'm not gonna acknowledge the chaos of chat.
Fish? My god. Okay. That's what I'm here for. Laurel takes a step back.
I think you've spent enough time in that chair. Don't you?
Yeah.
On your knees.
Yeah. They tap a spot on the rug with the tip of their boot. Here, before me. I shudder. This is it. I do as I'm told, sliding forward from the chair. I'm surprised when Laurel catches me by my upper arms, easing me down to soften the impact on my knees. What a sweetheart. Don't be so eager to hurt yourself. One of his hands finds the nape of my neck. At the guiding pressure of a gentle tug, I shuffle forward on my knees until my nose grazes the cool leather hugging one of his thighs. I exhale a shaky sigh when they lift my chin and our eyes meet.
Not when I can do that for you.
Y'all turn the AC
Would you
on.
like that?
Turn the fan on right now.
Oh, I see. There was the don't be so eager to hurt.
I can do that for you. I mean, it's this one, right?
8 pages of saves. Awooga! Hamana.
I love it here. I love this moment that we're sharing. Okay. It's this one. Yes, that's part of it, right? The pain of being fed on.
Mamma mia!
I'm ready for whatever you want to do to me. I want to feel alive at the end.
Oh my god. Oh.
Laurel does squeeze my throat then, and suddenly I'm airborne, my knees rising from the floor as he lifts me by the neck. The stress on my body makes me gasp. Page 8. Woo! But I like it.
But I love it. Me like it. Sandra. Big choke slam. Me like it.
Ah, there. That look. That sensation.
I miss the sight of a good bruise forming on my own flesh, the black and blue stamp of a limit tested, of passionate terror and terrifying passion. Oh. Oh. The edge is getting red.
Pink.
I gasp, rattling a hard-earned breath deep into my lungs. My belly aches with the dull thrum of encroaching arousal. Fuck. Your eyes are watering already. This won't be anything close to what you're used to, little rabbit. We are far beyond safe, sane, and consensual. Oh.
That's not a good line.
I don't like that. No sterile word or snap of your fingers will save you once I get started. There's an indulgent menace to their voice that I haven't heard before. It excites me to a delirious degree.
Say it. Tell me you want this.
I don't hesitate. My voice comes out strained but full of conviction.
No other option.
I want this. Laurel smiles and a distinctly unnatural deluge of emotions floods
that's
my
right.
insides, glowing hot and syrupy thick.
That's right. You're being magicked. Pathokinesis, is that what he said?
Yeah. The sensation coats the walls of my throat like a gulp full of molasses, choking off my startled yelp. My head falls back like a sack of flour, useless. Even as I see white, I know my uncomprehending eyes are blown as round and wide as dying stars. I'm as limp as a rag doll in Laurel's arms as he lowers my back onto the floor, his voice a distant yet somehow soothing whisper.
Let your unmaking
Oh my God.
commence.
So close to me. I'm stripped bare in seconds, peeled out of suffocating layers of fabric like overripe fruit. I'm overloaded before he touches me again, shining with sweat under red, red eyes that glow like lit coals in a dark sauna. Pathokinesis, Laurel's power, this heaving, oppressive heat and whirlwind haze. It must be that.
Ah, delicious.
Laurel strokes my cheek, the long nail of his thumb grazing my cheekbone. Now pay attention, Sandra. Listen closely. Any bruising will disappear during the turn, but wherever I open your skin and let your blood run, you'll have a scar for a keepsake. Would you like a souvenir etched into your flesh? I need a few panting seconds to process that they're letting me join them. Did we do it? But the sudden snap of Laurel's clawed fingers inches from my nose anchors me. A few panting seconds.
Speak.
I don't know if that's gonna have any impact on it, but
It'd be so funny if you play a game like this and they track how many times you've saved and they're like, because you saved this much, you're not committed. So, you know, like, that would be fascinating.
Would be scary.
Did I just design a new visual novel?
Yes. Good. I'll be sure to raise a fetching one. The first hit of sweet, sweet pain comes in the form of a resounding slap that echoes in my brain like a lightning strike. The smack to the tender flesh of my inner thigh startles and stings, but the tingling ache left behind holds my attention. Before the sensation can fade, Laurel follows up with another to the same spot, and I jolt, my thighs widening eagerly. You won't have to fear much, Sandra, but fire will haunt you. Laurel soothes the sting in my thighs with a rubbing palm, spreading heat from the impact higher and higher. They loom forward then, purple lips hovering inches from my own parched mouth. I start to lift my head, chasing the kiss waiting for me, but they grab my throat and hold me down.
I'll show you what it feels like to burn.
And oh, do I ever. Time fractures, split between sharp, stinging smacks along the fattier parts of my body, until I've none of those left. I'm a squirming, fidgety mess, radiating heat from splotchy welts that make me jump and shudder when touched. Laurel's harsh open slaps meld into the whip of a leather tongue at the end of his riding crop, and my yelps turn into helpless whimpers as he leaves what must be a ladder of bruises under my top. It's like nothing I've ever felt, further than I've pushed myself. I can't get away no matter how hard I try, and I do try even though the thought of truly getting away disappoints me. They drag me back with a knowing laugh every time, and I shudder and pant even harder when their fangs skim my lower belly, tongue skirting around where I want it most. When they finally lick at me, I whine and sob, cracks spidering through my blistering mind. Fuck. I come hard, stomach cramping from the force of my pleasure. But even through the mind-wiping haze, I feel it. The puncture.
Oh, we're in it.
Don't show the depths. A single poke into the muscle at the inside of my thigh, followed swiftly by two more. My mind can't make sense of the sharp sting beyond that it's deep, too deep, and dark enough to light my body up with a desperate animal fear. A newer, thicker liquid joins the sticky mess at my lower half, and the sudden pressure of Laurel's mouth on my thigh snaps my world back into brutal focus. You're a vampire.
Wait a second. I thought you were joking.
Oh, feeding on me. It's happening. My femoral artery pumping thick, hot blood that they gulp down with inhuman hunger. A hunger I hope I'll know soon. Finally, after what feels like an age of hovering near the edge of a second precipice, Laurel throws their upper body upright with a heady gasp of satisfaction. I follow him with slitted eyes, my body riddled with fatigue, my mind fading fast. There he lounges, my unrepentant killer, beautifully sated. Oh my god. I can only fight to breathe as I stare back at them, dragging ragged wisps of muggy air in and out with slowing effort. That's a beautiful portrait, though. I love the style for the portraits. How do I...
Taste. Sweeter for the time we'll spend together when you wake.
Laurel licks at the streaks of blood staining his mouth, and I'm oddly comforted. Now, no more talking. Save your strength for your last meal as a human, Sandra. He raises his wrist and bites, and my heart flutters with gratitude. Or maybe that's just my body dying.
One of the two.
I widen my mouth as best I can when Laurel passes their hand over my lips, and the trickle varnishes my tongue like warm syrup over a delectable treat.
There's a good little hatchling. Swallow for me, pretty one.
Some people save that audio clip.
I'm a naked wreck, bruised and utterly devoured, but I do. I swallow with all that I have left. And then I'm suddenly on the move, vaguely aware of being carried. Something soft rises up to meet my back, and it's only as I drift into dreamland that I'm aware of the pillow cradling my head. Laurel smiles down at me as shadowy edges at my vision close in.
Safe journey.
Are we doing it? Did we do it? It's that feeling when you're starting to wake up 5 minutes before your alarm goes off. The prelude to consciousness with the desperation to stay asleep. I can't believe we're in part 4. My fingers twitch and I blink as if stuck in the middle of a REM cycle as my senses slowly return.
So, I guess everyone else must be pretty easy because you got like 4 things wrong.
What?
If you got like 4 things wrong from what this guide said,
Let's fucking go, gamers. Vampire time.
like,
Thanks, Glory.
I assume the others must be so easy if you still got there in the end.
That's interesting.
They said this is so hard. You did 4 things different from what they did, and you still got it.
I don't know. Or are there multiple ways to get it, and the one they gave is just one of the ways?
Well, why would they say it's like the hardest thing ever? Here's, you know.
I don't know. I can smell laurel all over me, citrusy and rich, and my new ears tune into the skittering of animals outside. There's a couple of things I can no longer feel, too. There's no heartbeat. I can't feel the sleepy warmth of the bed sheets, and there's a distinct lack of warmth to my body.
I love that sleepy warmth. Bro.
Even so, it's a peaceful sort of awakening. I only wrote about it on my website, but experiencing it is something else entirely. It's serene and calming. The events of my last human day come back to the forefront of my mind.
What was I doing again?
Everything. I remember it all, from entering the house, to meeting the vampires, to the interview, to Laurel's bedroom, and finally, to the turning. I take a moment to embrace it all. Finally, I open my eyes. Oh, the leather has come off. Laurel enters the corner of my vision. They must have been right next to me this whole time.
There you are.
They say it fondly, like an old friend welcoming me home. Laurel circles around the bed, stopping at the bottom end. They playfully lean over, head resting on laced fingers, letting me see them clearly in all their majesty. A smirk graces their lips as they watch me, but I don't quite follow. I blink my confusion when our eyes meet, and it's only as they pass their gaze down my body that I fully register the cause for their amusement. These bindings. Familiar purple string links my wrists together in front of my body. My ankles are secured to each other by yarn as well. Across my chest, thighs, and arms are a series of intricate and beautiful knots, crisscrossed and decorative, more purple wrapped around my body. planning on opening this present anytime soon? Laurel smiles wider in response. I struggle slightly, testing the strength of my restraints, but there's really no need. I'm comfortable. Extremely comfortable. So much so that I didn't even notice I was tied up. It feels like another layer of clothing. Maybe even better than the pile of my clothing left discarded on the floor. I take a moment to admire my brand new vampire body, gift wrapping and all. I look fucking hot. Let's go, Sandra. An evolution I've been admiring for 3 days, Sandra. I've been asleep for 3 days?
Dead. You've been deceased for 3 days.
Oh, okay. Is that normal?
Yes.
Is that allowed?
As they speak, they glide back to the front of the bed and sit before me. I can actually sense the affection they have for me, filling and rich. I contentedly bask in the feeling. Bringing their hand to my cheek, they gently stroke my newly cooled flesh. A pat to the head follows, and it should feel condescending, but instead I only feel comfort. I lean into their touch, the experience unlike anything I felt before. Everything is sharper, so much clearer now.
HD.
Got that vampire HD. Really though, are you just gonna leave me like this? Of course. They let their words hang in the air.
Why don't you break free for me? Show me that new body of yours.
Superhuman strength.
He's like, just kidding.
I do feel stronger. A lot stronger. Use that newfound strength, hatchling. I begin to pull my wrists apart, and the string frays in warning. I stop momentarily, looking up at Laurel. But you put so much work into tying me up so nicely.
Not to worry. I've got a scrapbook bursting with photos already.
And we've all the time in the world now to perfect the pattern. Continue.
Okay.
I nod, finishing the job with ease. It takes less than a second to shred the yarn from my wrists, chest, ankles, and the rest of my body apart, with the inhuman strength coursing through my newly fortified veins.
Very good.
Laurel stretches their hand for me to take, and I gladly accept. He guides me out of the bed, and I finally see Valeria and Ilias standing in the corner of Laurel's room. Hello.
Hey, yo!
What the heck? How long have they been there? Too long, Sandra. Rude taking your sweet time like that. Laurel's been planning quite the surprise for you. They barely left your side this whole time.
Ugh.
Yeah, it was gross. I think you mean cute, Ilias. Ah, there it is. That's my blood talking.
You actually can. I forget which button it is. You can't move it, but you can get rid of it.
Oh my gosh. Enough bickering for now. We've all eternity to rile each other up. I sure hope we do.
Today is your first day as a vampire. And as such, it's time for us to perform the official vampire welcoming ceremony.
They're gonna do a flash mob.
Yeah.
What are you Valeria elbows Ilias to quiet him. Before we start, I need you to close your eyes. They do the Harlem Shake. What are you doing?
Now, open your eyes.
I put a hand over my mouth. Are those rainbow party hats? Valeria and Ilias are holding a parchment of some sort, which they slowly unroll for my viewing pleasure. It's been taped together in several places, the inky smudge marks from their written message adding an especially endearing touch. But one thing is clear through the bad handwriting.
Happy birthday.
Oh.
Oh, so sweet. And Sandra has the same birthday as Cappy. What a time. What a beautiful day.
And then we do the Harlem Shake.
After my unexpected celebratory vampire birthday moment, Laurel ushers the others away to let me have some alone time. I stretch my hands up to the ceiling, attuning myself to the newfound potential coursing through me. Last night, 3 nights ago, Laurel made me feel amazing with their powers. I wonder what unique power lives in my body now. I'm an actual vampire now. A real-life, blood-sucking fiend. Saying the words out loud makes it feel 10 times more real, and instantly I know what I should do next.
But
I'm gonna write a new chapter. Thinking of Ilias, Valeria, and Laurel standing together, it hits me that my entire life has changed in ways I couldn't possibly fathom. Everything I thought I knew, all the things I held dear, all of that's behind me now. And yet, the thought is strangely appealing. My stomach flutters, and my chest tightens, but the tears that spring to my eyes don't feel like any sort of grief at all. It feels like a new beginning, and just maybe, belonging. Wow, that's sweet. I wander downstairs and find myself back where I started, in the foyer. The portrait of Nasty Dennis feels no less threatening, though, despite my newfound immortality. I chuckle to myself. Just 3 days ago, I was a regular human who stumbled my way into their lives. So much has changed, but I'm still the same me. I'm still Sandra. Well, that's not completely true. I'm the Technicolor version of myself. Remastered. Now on Blu-ray.
nice, dude.
Laurel graciously hands me a glass filled with blood. I don't ask where it came from, and I don't care. I'm suddenly all too aware of the way my throat burns. My body aches to taste my first drop. I greedily snatch the wine glass from their hands and down it in one go like a frat boy at a kegger. It's like those memes about how kids drink and they're like breathing all hard, like just gulping it. I catch the messy dribble of blood that runs down my chin with the back of my hand. I lick it clean, careful not to waste a drop. Fuck, that's good. I look at them all staring at me, eyes wide, grins wider. I realize I probably looked like a wild animal, unable to control myself. Shit, I'm sorry.
Think nothing of it. Your first drink should have that kind of emotion behind it.
The ache never dulls. It's glorious.
You'll get used to it. Control comes with practice, kitten.
Valeria carefully pours me a second drink from a blood bag. Oh, negative. Drink up. I savor this round. I take small sips, letting it linger on my tongue and really enjoying the taste for the first time. Copper sweet, like a mouthful of pennies with a spoonful of sugar on top. I wonder if every human tastes the same. A woozy kind of drunkenness overtakes me, a semi-replacement for the warmth I now lack. I think I need to sit down.
Come on.
Ilias guides me over to the sofa, and we both take a seat before Valeria and Laurel follow suit. We all cozy up together in the too small space.
It's just cozy enough.
Finally, an excuse to get a new sofa. I fucking hate this thing. Blood tipsy and sated, I can't help but smile as I sink back into the plush cushions. How do you feel? It's a lot to take in, and I'm sure it'll take some time to get used to the whole being dead thing. But I feel good. Really good.
Luckily, you've got eternity to figure it out.
Unless you find yourself in the hands of a vampire hunter.
Oh, you didn't mention the vampire hunters. Gulp.
Guillermo, dude.
I'll tear anyone who tries to harm you apart with my bare hands.
So I guess you're just in a polyamorous relationship now.
Part of the household. Can't believe there really are vampire hunters, though. Next you'll tell me that Mothman is real. What?
Mothman's real!
Oh. Laurel stares at me blankly.
Well,
He is. He has a great arse. But regardless, I wouldn't worry your pretty little head about hunters, Sandra. It's been, what, 50 years since we last encountered one. The last vampire hunter that dared to enter the city of Portland didn't last very long. We destroyed them without even breaking a sweat. Pathetic.
we celebrated our resounding victory with sprinkled donuts.
Nice. Ilias huffs, clearly offended that Laurel took the glamour out of his story. Yeah, covered in the blood and guts of our brutally slain enemies.
Free donuts are the only real way to celebrate anyway.
Ilias huffs and folds his huge arms across his chest, an impressive pout on his lips. I need to hear this story in intricate detail. Some other time, we promise to teach you everything you need to know. I just want to know how to contribute to protecting our coven if shit hits the fan, you know? We are a coven, right? What's the proper terminology here? Brood, clutch, pack, clan, coven.
Squad.
All are interchangeable.
Gang gang.
What should I call us? You're our kin. Kin. I let the name settle on my tongue. I like it. Good, because you're here to stay. You have to like it. The room falls into silence, and it's the comfortable kind. I look around, taking everything in. Powerful Ilias, entrancing Laurel, breathtaking Valeria. I smile to myself. This is my new home, my new life, my new world. Finally, I belong.
Wow.
Welcome to the family, once bitten.
Bright shine.
Well done, sweet one. We did it! Oh my god.
That's a meme, right? I feel like that's a meme.
It might be. That's so funny. We did
And we got a follow
it! We
right
got
at
a
the end.
follow. Thanks, Matthew. Welcome to the party.
Ghosty.
Ghosty, thank you for sticking around until the finale. Enjoy your sleep, sweet dreams.
Dream of vampires.
Of course, always.
I feel like this is a meme image. I think you clicked it.
I know, I thought I was just gonna play, but it's not. Goth boobs, huh? Nice.
This is voice actors. Shout out to the artists. Shout out to the writers, honestly, in the beginning.
Mhm. Woo!
You did it.
Wee.
So yeah, the guide said. The guide said,
Mhm.
"What do you want to do? Bang my ex like a screen door? I want to blow their mind." And then building together. Then where did you learn to play? Your sire saved you. So it's like everything's different almost from what you picked, and yet you got there.
Interesting.
And then, so the one that you were so worried about,
Uh-huh.
this choice does not exactly matter,
Oh my god.
but it chooses the kind of BDSM you do with them if you so wish.
I see.
So it didn't matter what you picked.
Well, it felt important, okay?
They chose Cat's Cradle.
Okay. Well, now so those, like, that scene just plays out differently.
When you wake up, I think.
When you wake up, or
Yeah,
before?
because that's the rope play, right? Like you're tied up, and it's you were like kind of like tied up, like in a web, like a spider, right? This time you were like fully tied up.
Oh,
top to
that
bottom.
part. Okay. I see.
But
Interesting.
after that, yeah, the obvious things. That's what I'm here for. I want to feel alive. I like it. I want this. Yes, all the same. But at all the, you got the first three right, and then from there everything else is different, and you still got there. Even though they said this is the hardest thing to pull off.
Yeah, that's very interesting. It just seems like there's multiple ways to get there, and they were just sharing theirs, like, this is the one that worked for me, but it's not necessarily like a hard and fast guide.
Yeah.
It's just like, this worked. I mean, I'm glad that it wasn't as hard as it sounded like it was gonna be.
That's
but-
why I thought it was literally this is the route. you know?
Yeah. I can't believe we did it. We got nowhere last time. And we got to the end.
Locked.
There's still so many ways to die.
There's like 3 ways to die with Laurel.
Like, once you get to the room.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess each one probably has a few deaths just when you're alone with them. But there must be so many more still
Yeah, there's a lot in the common
in that
route.
first area.
Even though we only got like 2.
We only got 2, and we
Did
died
it?
like, I feel like we died like 6 or 7 times, but it was just the 2 types.
You can do friendship routes, which is kind of fun too.
Yeah. I would like to. I would like to try some of those. I just feel like those are almost harder to get, or they feel like they would be, because it's like, it's just so much more subjective, you know what I mean? Like, if you're trying to, like, get with them romantically, like, there are very clear choices that would lead you to that. But with all the other ones, it will either lead you to friendship or they will murder you. You know? It feels like harder to toe that line. I really liked Laurel's story though. Like, it makes me more curious even about the other 2, like to see if they have all of those sort of intricacies to their backstory. Because Laurel was written really well. I really liked the story.
I agree. The writing was really good.
Good game. Video games are good. That's what I think.
And look, you hit right on the time that.
I know, this is like exactly the time that we wanted to be done today. We never do that. We're always going for so much longer.
What did chat think? Bro, it got.
What did everybody think?
It didn't get explicit, but it got explicit. You know?
Yeah.
It got pretty. How'd you do? How'd you do reading that out loud on a stream?
Mostly okay. I think I felt the blush like once. But overall,
You made it
it was
through.
alright. I lived.
So did Sandra.
So did Sandra Darkwitch.
Santa Claus made it.
Our heroine, Sandra Darkwitch.
I'll put us into wrap up mode.
Okay. What everybody think? Did you have fun?
You got 5 of 10. You got enter their layers. What the fuck? I don't even know what some of these other achievements mean.
Me either. Well, thanks everybody for hanging out, for watching. I hope you had a good time.
Chat don't feel no kind of way about the game, I guess. It's a GG.
know. Needs more spicy art.
I think they're like it's hard to tell what you can get away with without it.
That's true. We did get some tasteful booty though in Amaranthus. You know, that was like spicy but not like explicit. I think there are ways to do it, but I mean, not every game has to have that either.
I think it's also the I think these games are meant to be kind of that same kind of strange scaffold, quick turnaround, you know, low budget. That's why we didn't necessarily have every line voiced, you know. Amaranthus was like a 10-year development cycle. So yeah, they had the few CGs. Yeah. I think it's also, it doesn't, you know what makes it harder?
What?
On purpose, right? Because they want you to be a self-insert. There's no character. So because of that, you can't have really like, and they're the ones in charge of the situation. So the tasteful nudity would be of you probably. And you can't do that if they're also allowing it to be that the character can look however, you know.
Yeah.
So that's part of the direction of the game that just doesn't allow for that.
I mean, it was silly, but the shots at the end, like their little skimpy outfits at the end, those were nice.
I like that they were just wearing that just to like
just to welcome you. They're like, you live here now, like
this is what we wear most of the time.
We don't have to dress up.
We were only wearing all that clothes earlier because we were playing strip poker.
Yeah. They just put it on to take it off. Welcome, we're all hot now. That's how you should be welcomed to a new house when you're a new housemate.
Bro, you say that if that ever happened, you'd be like, what the fuck?
No, I know, I would leave.
Put your clothes on.
Well,
Ow.
that was fun. What?
You just pulled my hair.
Oh,
Well,
sorry. Man, we did it.
you want to talk about what's coming next?
What is coming next? Next is next weekend. Yeah, next weekend is the next thing we're doing. So Nate is going to be on the Ultramelon channel. Our friends at Ultramelon are hosting the March Melon Madness, which is a tournament, a race, a speed running race. So Nate will be racing against Russell Dew in Ocarina of Time. No. Yes. Ocarina of Time race to the Master Sword is what they're trying to get to. And then whoever gets there first will be going to a Mario 64 second round in the tournament, and then there will be a finale with the last ones. And it's going to be a good time. If he loses, he's dead to me. Well, thank you for your vote of confidence, Fish. Let me shout out their
Oh, wait.
channel.
I just accidentally clicked something.
Quit it. Is that right?
Yeah.
And then... Shoot.
It's shout out fully on Twitch.
Is it?
It's just SO on the bot.
Oh, you're right.
And you don't have to put that.
Sorry. Okay. So follow Ultramelon and you will see Nate over there on Saturday, March 16th. You should be there rooting for him. I will be there in the chat hanging out.
If you want
What's up?
to see
To see what?
If you want to see a sample of what you'll see for my race, tomorrow, Alicia of Ultramelon is facing off against Persephone Demeter,
Yes.
a streamer, in their preliminary round race. So you can go check that out tomorrow. That'll be at, I think it's 4 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Central, I think. I think that's right. I'm not sure.
I could not tell you for sure. But we
Oh, yeah.
we could follow up in Discord and let you know if it's different.
But on our channel,
Yes.
what's coming next?
Well, one more thing I wanted to
Okay.
just hit really
Just kidding.
quick is that next
back.
Sunday we are also doing a Discord movie night, which we haven't done in a little while, so that'll be fun. And we're gonna watch Ace Attorney. So anyone who's in there, be sure to hang out with us for that little 3 p.m. matinee showing. Just for a little opportunity to hang out with everyone, bring everyone together.
The live action Phoenix Wright movie,
It's gonna be a good time.
directed by Takashi Miike. Director of such amazing hits as I don't remember, but he's a prolific director.
Such amazing hits as I don't remember. Okay, and then after that, Nate is going to start a playthrough of Pacific Drive on stream. So that's going to be fun to finally get to that. He's played the demo a couple of times. He played it at PAX and then during Steam Next Fest, but hasn't gotten to dive into the whole thing. So that's going to be cool. That's going to be Mondays and Thursdays at 2
Until it's
p.m.
done.
until he finishes it. So for sure, probably like a couple weeks, maybe a little more, depending on how many sessions he needs and how many extras he does. He's always trying to get like everything in the game, you know.
So are you not going to book club this coming Saturday?
I don't know, am I? I might be.
Because there's a game coming out.
Which game? Which game is going? Oh, this one.
You
Yeah, we can do that.
can start that
Okay.
because I will have reviewed it presumably.
Okay. So that would be
It'd be
the
after
following
the race.
weekend. Yeah, because we wouldn't want to stream that same day.
You could. They could rate us.
Wouldn't that be really late at night?
Well, they stopped at like 6 last time. Because like I said, they started at like 2 p.m. our time.
You said 4 p.m. our time.
Let me look.
Well, we will let you know either next Saturday or the following one. We will probably start a new game for Fern's Book Club. Death Trick Double Blind is coming out. If any of you recall, that's the one that's like sort of a murder mystery at a circus. the star magician of the circus, goes missing, is presumed to be dead, and someone else comes in to fill their spot. And then it's a dual perspective. There are two characters that you're following, and like trying to solve the mystery and figure out what's going on at the circus. And it's got just beautiful art and a really cool game. I played a little bit of the demo, but not the full thing. So that'll be a cool one. That'll probably be our next Fern's Book Club game.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. And then February 22nd, no, March 22nd, we're in March. We're also
going back.
Whenever Princess Peach Showtime comes out, we are actually going to do kind of a longer stream that day. It'll be release day, so pretty exciting to be able to play that. Get our hands on a little Nintendo action. We don't usually do that. We've been streaming indies for a while now, so yeah, look forward to all of that.
And more.
And more.
We're trying to get back to streaming.
Back to streaming. We'll have some new things coming to the site, of course. Nate has a couple things written already waiting for me to edit them, which I will get to. So stay tuned for lots more. Woo! Phyllis is here to say goodbye to everyone. She loves you. She thinks you're so cool. She loves that you watch our streams.
Does she though?
Yeah, she does.
We're gonna raid someone who's on a BRB.
Freaking
What the hell? We're gonna go raid Yamatsu. Bro,
Yama.
this is supposed to be like
I don't even know.
strung along there.
I don't even know what's happening right now. I'm strung along, you know?
Yama is doing a 24-hour stream. I mean,
Out of nowhere.
for at least for us, right?
For us.
We've been out of the loop, and Yama is just doing a 24-hour stream out of nowhere.
Yeah, I freaking woke up this morning and I was like, what do you mean 24-hour stream? You can't just do that out of nowhere.
But
Where's my Yama emotes?
we're gonna go raid Yama. Go hang out with Yama if you're just staying up tonight. Yama's the place to be. Yama's the one to hang with. Yama is Yama. Yamama.
Whoa, okay.
We love Yama. Yama's literally family, so go show some love for Yama and come on back here on Monday when we start Pacific Drive.
Trying to come up with a little, just a little simple.
Yeah,
We'll just do a little simple.
go spend the
raid
lost
message
hour.
today.
Oh, that's why Yama's doing 24 hours, bro. Yama gets this. It's basically gonna be 23 hours because you spring ahead.
Ooh.
Cheating, bro. Cheating.
So smart, so tricky.
All right. Thanks for watching, everyone. Thank you. Any last words as the raid starts up here?
Nah.
That's it.
We love you. We appreciate you. Thank you for hanging out, for sticking around, even though I was such a failure at romancing vampires.
But we got there in the
today. Just takes practice, you know? Romancing vampires takes practice.
Hell yeah. All right. Well,
Let's head over and have a good time with Yama and the Degen crew.
say bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye. We have an
We have an
eternity
eternity
to try.